Good evening, everyone. How is everyone doing? I came on a little early because I was able to finish up what I was doing early. And I decided to come on. How's everybody doing? I'm gonna give you all the opportunity because I know we had like 7 more minutes. Um, I think I had scheduled it for 8. Um, how is everybody doing today? I'm gonna give you all the opportunity, everybody the opportunity to start coming in to the room. How is everyone doing on this evening? I hope that you guys are doing okay. I'm so happy to be back home, but today was pretty cool. I had to go out and shoot a commercial for one of the businesses in city government that I got a contract with, another commercial. And we'll be on for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. I'm gonna get off and edit it so that I can send it on up. How is everybody doing? Hi, Miss Yvette. Let me see who's in here. Miss Yvette, did you send me an email? I haven't checked that email. I'm gonna have to check it. You probably did. I see Shan. I see Chocolate City. I see Miss Deborah. That's a member. I see Devin, Miss Yvette. I see Miss Demon. She's a member. Miss Diane Wright is a member. Leo Thompson. Oliver is a member, and I see Tyranny. As y'all come into the room, y'all please hit the like button. Y'all definitely hit the like button. Hold on. Oh Lord, that thing be moving fast. I'm trying to tell you. Um, let's see. Who else is in here? I see Alvarez, Chocolate City. Who else? How is everyone doing today? I kind of sort of wanted to make this a hey, Miss Letitia, Yolanda. I kind of wanted to make this a open discussion. Okay. Okay. If you send it to me, I gotta check the email. I'll check I have not checked the email, but I'm gonna log into it tonight when I get out. Um, I wanted to make this an open discussion. I know, we all talk about, we have a lot of, I guess, people. I don't. But as far as you hear a lot of talk about, if the young men who actually have been charged with taking young Dolph out, took him out, people go back and forth with that, and they have their right to. Me, I believe, hey, Miss Anissa, that the people that they've charged are two of the ones that did. I think I have been very vocal about that. I believe that they were the ones that was out there. I trust the police on this one. And the reason I'm talking about it a little bit more is, before people get in their brain that I'm trying to get some information to give to the police, let me make this clear. There is absolutely nothing that I could say on here that the police don't already know. Okay. That's kind of why I've been talking about it a little bit more, just so we can, get our creative, just kind of talk about it, especially tonight. But there's absolutely nothing that they got their case wrapped up, basically, as I said. So there's really nothing that I could do or say that could hurt or add to their case. Okay. They are the professionals as it relates to the Young Dogs case. They have the information. They communicate with the witnesses, and that's that. That's why when people say, "But you don't waver," just look at it this way. There's no way to look at it other than the way of the authorities, right? But one thing that we, especially as it relates to the people that they have, a lot of people have questions though. You think about young Dolph, someone who was gunned down in broad daylight, and it was it was heinous in nature, definitely heinous in nature. That our community, Remy don't start, that our community has become so reckless, that we could do such heinous things to people. Not just the young dog, but it is happening a lot. Okay. It's happening a lot. And as much as I get on here and I talk crap and stuff all the time, I do have a passion. I was thinking about, um, I have a nonprofit organization that I had really just kind of put to the side. And I was talking to somebody tonight, one of the city officials, when I was out shooting a commercial for them. And um, I started thinking about, it's I think with the organizations, because I had even went and took some classes so that I can get, funding for my nonprofit so that I could help the community more, and not just the Memphis and Shelby County community, but it kind of aligns with the work that I do anyway, that people kind of hire me for. But I'm talking about to be able to counsel young women that, because I've been in that field before and work with other organizations, and somehow they become defunct. And I was like, well, dog, I had started my organization. I kind of put it to the side because I got a lot going on. I worked with other organizations because they would hire me anyways. They hired PIs as it relates to human trafficking and helping to find young ladies and going out there in the trenches. People don't know what I do. They don't know what I've done. And young girls, that's why I can get on here and boldly say that these girls are being snatched up. So to make a long story short, it's just a lot of heinous stuff going on. And we think about young Dolph's situation, and all young Doc was doing was walking into a cookie shop. And I know people want all these theories, and it don't make me mad when people, because when you don't know, you just don't know. I guess some people do a lot of what they post, videos for money, and that's fine if that's how they make their living. And some people do it because they genuinely just don't know, and they kind of sample with everything, because they've been very quiet, and I can understand why they've been very quiet, but they're not doing anything in Young Dog's case that they have not done in any other case as it relates to a homicide. You never give out pertinent information that could get witnesses hurt or harmed, or that could compromise your investigation. Believe me when I tell you, whatever they have, those defense attorneys got it, right? So with straight drop them, we know that they have told us about straight drop and Cornelius. Those are the two that they've told us about, right? So it goes to, we people talk about straight drop, and you hear people say that it was street beef, and straight dropping them was mad at um young Dolph and things of that nature. But I've kind of seen some posts where he was definitely throwing shots at Young Dolph and Key Glock. Young Dolph and Key Glock. They seem to. That's why I say that spirit of jealousy is as deadly as the grave. That's why I don't feed into when I know that there's jealousy, especially with a bunch of young people. I don't feed it. As a matter of fact, I won't deal with it. I don't want to know. Fix it. If you jealous, fix yourself. Right? Okay, because only that person knows what's going on in their mind and in their head, right? But those shots was thrown at Young Dolph about 2 or 3 years ago. Okay, about 2 or 3 years ago, it appears, and I'll say allegedly, because I read it, but it appears, people were saying that those shots that straight drop and teasy, so I have to say allegedly, was throwing out was at Young Dolph and Key Glock. Okay. So now, even 2, 3 years ago, Young Dolph has been coming home every single year. Okay. Giving out turkeys, doing things within the community. He's been coming home. Okay. He's doing business in Memphis. He's got properties and things of that nature. Nothing happened. Been traveling the city, nothing happened. Okay. So now people, and I said that to say this, you hear people say, well, it was just street beef and they had a score to settle. You've heard people say it had something to do with the two young men that met an untimely demise in Truly a Mafia, J Money and D Money. I don't know about that. J Money and D Money, unfortunately, because there's never anything about, I don't care what they were into, because I have a friend right now that was over the precinct that got the calls every time those young men were involved in something when they were alive. He still remembers the address, of their home out that way. And anytime something like that happens to when young people's lives are interrupted, there's nothing good about that to me. Never. Okay. But people say it has something to do with Big Unc and this and that. I don't know about that, because like I said, these young men seem to have already had issues with Young Dolph way before he signed Big Unc. And that's what hey Duke, and that's what people are omitting. That's what they're overlooking, right? So um fast forward to or fast forward or rewind to Black Youngster. Okay. Now we all know Black Youngster was going at Young Dolph really hard. He said Dolph was subliminally dissing him. I was looking at a video before Dolph was ever even taken out. He was like, that shit was hard. You have to catch it though. You have to really listen to it to catch it. He kind of slick dissed me. These dudes was making money, Now it's one thing when they're battle rapping. Like I said, that's how rapping started, with the battle rapping and things of that nature. But it's another thing when shots are fired. Okay, so I'm gonna just say this, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. I never heard Young Dolph diss Black Youngster, even in Young Dolph's interviews. When he would do interviews, even after that stuff happened with those shots was fired and allegedly Black Youngster was one of the ones behind it. I have to say allegedly. Okay. But because he was the one that was on camera and he was talking about, I don't know nothing, ain't seen nothing, ain't heard nothing, somebody snitching. What kind of shit is that? What you mean? If you ain't heard nothing, don't know nothing, ain't seen nothing, you gonna say somebody snitching? You just told on yourself. Okay, he said that all in the same breath. Okay, but I've never heard Young Dolph diss Black Youngster, because even when he would do interviews, and I could tell that Young Dolph was very uncomfortable when they asked him about Black Youngster, he would always say, I ain't got no issues with him. They got him doing it. And they said, who is they? He said, Gotti and them. They got him doing it. So Young Dolph was mature enough to know that Black Youngster was not his problem. In his mind, according to his words, he was being sent out to diss him. Dissing people ain't never meant nothing, really. Especially if you're making some money. Hell, they've been dissing people, right? So then we fast forward to and so then when I heard Black Youngster do an interview, and somebody was saying, to him, they had interviewed Young Dolph, and Young Dolph said he was a fan of his music. He said that. I could tell it took his breath away. He was like, "Well, I really ain't got no problem with him, but at the time I really wanted to slap the shit out of him." It okay. I got some issues with I still got issues with that, but I can't, you know, I, it's not for me to really reason with a person's mentality like Black Youngster. I just feel like when people think like him, they have no place. I'll say this: when people think like him, that's for people like the FBI. That's all I'll say about that. His mentality is for the FBI to deal with. That's all I know. Okay, so we saw where there was numerous attempts on Young Dolph's life, and things of that nature. And um, you know, it had started, it went too far. Okay. It went too far and people wanted them to kumbaya and things of that nature. It's one thing when you dissing each other. Even with Young Dolph dissing Gotti and talking about his baby mama, hell, Tupac and Biggie did the same damn thing. When these dudes are battle rapping, they'll pull anything and say anything. What can you say about that? You know, I mean, they've been doing it. Jay-Z and 50 Cent was doing it at one time. I never knew them to be shooting up trucks and vans and bodies, because Doc was shot and it came from out of Yo Gotti's camp. And Yo Gotti claims that he is a boss. But even when that was happening, he did not put a lid on it. I still got issues with that, okay? So then you got somebody like Moneybag Yo who goes up under the radar now. And I have to say, allegedly, none of these people have been charged with nothing, okay? I don't know what the FBI and only they know if they've been getting questioned or something. I don't know, okay? So you hear people when Young Dolph was killed, when they gunned him down like he was nothing. Okay, these are okay. Let me. I'm getting ahead of myself. They gunned him down like he was nothing in that cookie shop. Okay, and there've been a lot of stories about what happened, but I get the feeling the authorities know exactly what happened. Okay, I get the feeling they know exactly what happened and how Dolph ended up at that cookie shop. I just get that feeling. I don't know if they do. I just get the feeling that they do. Okay? All right? Now, people have I'm getting ahead of myself. Now with Young Dolph, when he was gunned down, you had I'm sorry, people outside of the cookie shop. Um, Rest in peace, Young Dolph says, and Moneybag, the main one, slick diss through talking about Dolph when Dolph dissed. You had a young man talking about saying allegedly that Moneybag and Young Dolph had been arguing on live that day. I don't know. I don't know if they were or if they wasn't. I don't know. I didn't see it, so I don't know. Okay. And so then you let's move a little further. We went to Soldier Boy. Okay. You had Soldier Boy who had been arguing with Young Dolph, um, okay, a week before. Now, people can say whatever they want to say, but it is definitely strange, y'all, that you have somebody that is arguing with one of Young Dolph's artists. Young Dolph had nothing to do with that argument at all, okay? But Soldier Boy goes directly, he makes an A line and immediately start dissing Young Dolph. Young Dolph, come and get your artist. Whoever he was arguing with, he was mad, they say, because Key Glock didn't do anything wrong to me. I think Key Glock was really trying to be cool with Soldier Boy. I'm hearing he tagged him when he was probably excited about getting a 3D billboard with yellow cars on it. He tagged Soldier Boy in it. Soldier Boy always talking about he the first to do this, this, and that. Soldier Boy, shoots off. I don't know if he was high that day. Okay, so Soldier Boy did Snoop Fizzle and Key Glock. Then he brought Dolph in it. Dolph had nothing to do with that, but they make an A line for Dolph, which proves you could tell who a person is jealous of it. He makes an A line. Dolph was not a part of that, had nothing to do with that. He makes an A line for Dolph, right? It was not even that serious, and he making it into something big, and immediately it appears starts soliciting putting bags on somebody's damn head. Okay. And for some reason, people let that go right over their heads. It ain't gone over I don't think it has gone over the police department's heads or whatever. But for some reason, the public, because they kind of dismiss that. Oh, he just trolling. When people tell me who they are, I believe them. You ain't got to tell me but one time. You ain't got to bite at me or stab at me but one time. I believe that you would stab me. I believe that you are a stabber. Okay? You don't have to do it but one time. This boy gets on his lives and say, folks always, he gets mad because he feels like he's got something to prove. Now, I'm not saying he did anything to Young Dog, but he get mad because people say, oh, you just trolling. And he go, all right, I'm telling y'all what I'm capable of. Okay? Whenever he get mad, I'm sorry, and he wants to throw out some subliminals. He take that money out. He started taking this money out and putting it on the table. Who want a deal? Who want a deal? You got to put in some work. Whenever he get high, and I'm serious, whenever he get full of that lean and whatever else he putting inside of his body, he turns into Chucky. He start even looking like him. I ain't telling no lies now. I don't mean no harm, because I wish Soldier Boy would go ahead to the rehab, okay? Because Soldier Boy's image was not like that at first. Because you could tell whenever they own something, that's those spirits that they have starts to take on. They start taking on something. So the person that Soldier Boy starts to take on is Chucky. He starts to look like Chucky now, ain't I'm telling you, he starts to look like Chucky, okay? Now, he goes at Dolph. It appears puts a bag on top of his head, okay? And then he unfortunately Dolph is taken out of here. Okay? I'm just saying, like he didn't necessarily have to do it. I can't accuse him of it. The police has not, charged him with anything, but it just looks weird. I can say that. It just don't look right. Okay? So, you have all of that. Now, let's go back to when Young Dolph was shot at before. Now, when Young Dolph was shot at before, we have to be for real. Okay? We have to be real. When Dolph was shot physically okay, when he was shot physically in California, okay? And when Young Dolph was shot, his van was shot up. We got to be for real, y'all. Those people were affiliated with Yo Gotti's camp. Now we cannot dismiss that. We just can't do it. You don't have to be an investigator to look at that and see that there is a consistent pattern of at least that of people from his camp shooting at him, whether he knew it or not, whether he ordered it or not. Okay, that was a consistent pattern of that. Okay. So, anyways, now a lot of people have wanted to bring the cookie shop within it. I keep reiterating, I have not had a credible source. And it's not like I go digging to try to find anything out about the cookie shop, okay? Because let me just say this, those people so on top of whatever they got going on, okay? The only thing my friend said to me was when I told him I don't accuse the cookie shop on my show. He said, "Well, I'm glad you didn't." He said, "I'm glad you didn't." And then he don't say nothing else about it. Okay? That's for the police to do. So what I do is I focus on the pattern, there being a consistent pattern, okay? And I focus on who they have and who they are connected to. Now, there was a rumor, and I kind of believe, and not believe, I kind of, well, I'll just say I believe that it has been established that somebody put a bag on top of Young Dolph's head. Who though? You have not heard the police charge anyone at this point with it. It leads to who did it, because the people who had a consistent pattern of shooting at him and trying to take him out, maybe they didn't do it. Maybe they didn't do it. But so that's what I want to talk about. Who put the bag on top of his head and why did they want him gone? Okay. Because we never saw, I didn't, I have to be honest, and I have not seen any more, because Young Dolph seemed to have been a loner, as far as you didn't really see him hanging with a lot of industry people. So when you don't hang with a lot of industry people, you're not creating a lot of issues. I mean, if they had issues with them, it was because they was jealous of him. Okay. People get mad at what they can't control. So who put the bag on top of his head, and why did they want him gone? I think that's the thing that kind of lingers. See, I don't delve into nothing that I have not heard anything about, because there have been a couple stories. I can't, for me, when people want to go back to their cookie shop, for me, as an investigator, I can't get past hearing from a credible source that they gang stalked him that Monday. I mean, so I can't get past that. That means they was already watching him some kind of way. I mean, I just don't stay stuck on something, and then when you have a credible source say, "Well, I'm glad you didn't," it don't mean nothing. People don't tell me everything. I don't want to know everything. Okay? But it just kind of makes me focus on what we have and why it happened. Okay? I feel like all those blanks that have not been filled out to us, a lot of those blanks have been filled in with the police. Okay? And a lot of that we won't get to see and hear about until the trial. Okay? But it still goes back to who put the bag on top of his head. You know, why did they want him up out of here? That's kind of what I want to focus on tonight. And I didn't speak about those people to try to lead anybody into saying anything or lead them in my direction. I just kind of put some facts in the atmosphere. When people say, "Well, how come you didn't say Key Glock?" Oh, Lord have mercy. Key Glock has never been a person really of interest in Young Dolph's case. Okay. When people start talking about, young Key Glock and straight drop were cool. I mean, I've been cool with people that could stab me in my damn back, stab me as soon as shit. You can't control people. Those dudes went to school together and hung around The same areas. Look, Key Glock and Migos went to school together, and they beefing. They beefing, but they was cool at one time. Young Dolph was cool with some members of Trulia Mafia at one time because he hung out with J Money and D Money. And you didn't see Key Glock in those pictures, so he was familiar with that little organization, okay, at some point. Okay. So who put the bag on his head? I want to talk about tonight. Do y'all think that Straight Drop and Cornelius and Shundell and whoever else was out there, do y'all think that this is something they did because they was mad about him signing Big Unk? Or was there a bag? Or was there truly a bag on his head? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop the link. Y'all, just let me say this. I'm not in the mood for nothing crazy. I'm talking about as far as people coming up here talking about, he was kidnapped and they kept him for 2 days and went and laid his body in the cookie shop, stuff like that. I'm gonna click you off, okay? Because my nerves and stuff won't let me see. My mind don't work like that. Hold on, let me read what Rest in Peace Young Dolph said. He says, when Dolph was shot, Vato did that because Gotti was getting that ass beat. Keon shot at him too, but he not a real shooter either because his partner got popped with Dolph. Long live Dolph. Hmm. Y'all, please get the likes up. Hokadi look like he can't fight. Run T up and flip it for y'all. Please hit the like button. Y'all, please hit the like button. Rest in peace, Young Dolph was giving him that work. That's not a rumor. That's the truth, T. It's 4 different big people put money up on Dolph's head. Why y'all think when Moneybag got that 1.5, Dolph got a call saying, get out the city? Wow. I was looking at Young Dolph on Drink Champs, and I was looking at Noriega, and Noriega ass be funky drunk up there. They be sitting up there drinking, and he like to get his guests drunk because when he get them drunk, it gives them to give more information. Okay, so I see their tactic, and Noriega was very adamant about Young Dolph staying out of Memphis. And I don't know if maybe Dolph knew and he didn't want to let on till he knew, but he was very adamant, as if Noriega, who is from way in New York, okay, what teasing them been hanging out at, he was very adamant. And I see that Noriega is very tight with Ghazi, okay. I was looking at that today. See, I never really did any research on Ghazi, but what I said, on the video that I did earlier today, I was saying that's another way to look at it. You know what I mean? Because it would be too obvious. But it's like Noriega knew something, and he was trying his hardest to ram it in Dolph's head. You need to stay out of Memphis. If you live in Memphis, get out of Memphis. It's almost like he had heard something. Let's see. Deborah says, Gotti look like if you say boo, he'll run. He looks like he's scary. Rest in peace, Young Dolph. Did he leave and come back later? You dropping jewels for other folks' content. Rest in peace, Young Dolph. That's true. And them big facts, T. Read my comment. Okay, let me go back up to your comment because I be missing them comments. That's not a rumor. That's the truth. It's for different big people put money on Dolph head. Why y'all think when Moneybag got that 1.5 million, got a call, Dolph got a call saying get out of the city. Wow. Wow. Isn't that something? Mm. No, Dolph ain't leave when he got the call. They ain't make him and Glock do nothing but bring all the whips out. T, do you know about how long it takes to trace the money trail? It depends on it all depends. It all depends. I am she. It all depends. Doc wasn't going to be intimidated. I understand totally. I sure wish he had left though. A bag on his head. There was a bag put on Dolph. Miss T, they overlooked the obvious because these other bloggers got them thinking Pre and his family took him out. Absolutely not. They absolutely did not. He got Patty drunk. Facts. I'm late. What did I miss? You didn't miss a lot yet. You didn't miss anything. Nori is a rapper from way back and knows the game. Absolutely. Yes, like he knew. Right, Hakia. It was like he knew something. It was like he knew something. Natural born queen. Why not going to trace drug money for real? Okay. Y'all definitely hit the like button. Tonight we're talking about who put the bag on top of Dolph's head. And I would really like for y'all to come up here and kind of join me. And I would like to hear y'all's opinions about this, about who y'all think put the bag on top of his head and why y'all think they put the bag on his head. Like if somebody is going back and forth with you, because I'm trying to understand the logic of how you can hate somebody so bad, a human being, that you would just want to take them away from their children and their family, a human being with a life, somebody with a damn life. Okay. Um, and especially since you are not God, we're not God. Okay. And if it had anything to do with words, I don't understand how pathetic and simple one could be that's evil on a whole nother level. And people like that don't deserve to walk amongst other humans. Okay. So who put the bag on his head? And why did they want him up out of here? Why was there a urgency, okay, for him to get out of here? Because as I said, a credible source said they had gotten, intel that there was a order for him not to walk out of the cookie shop. Okay. And if that person told me that, that means that there must it must be credible. Whoever said it has to be credible. Okay. Anissa says jealousy. Rest in peace, young Dolph says, Dolph knew Dolph spoke on this a lot. If you told Dolph be safe, I'm scared for you, he would say, I got a whole million on my head. The fuck you think I'm scared of? Demon says, I've heard it said that a lot of people knew that Dolph was going to be taken out. I would like to know who are all these people that knew it and didn't let Dolph know. Me too, Demon. I would like to know who these people were. Oh, excuse me, who these people were that knew um that this was going to happen to young Dolph. Okay. And they did not say anything. They did not give him a heads up. I was reading in some comments, and I'm gonna tell you, it seems that people are so jealous hearted. I was reading in the comments on a post on social media just the other day, and it was an old post, like right after Dolph was taken out. and people was posting about it, and I was reading in the comments, the old comments, and you had people saying, I love Dolph. He was one of my favorites, but Dolph didn't show some of these older, old head rappers feel like he didn't show them, give them homage. He didn't pay homage to them. He didn't show them respect. So he had to be taken out. These folks have lost their damn minds, and I'm serious. Okay, how you doing, Demon?
Hey, Tam, and hey, everybody. How's everybody this evening? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I'm doing good this evening. I was reading this comment. Melody Cromer says Black Young saying Yo Gotti plus Gu- Gucci Mane, my guest, and CEO Daddy O, because Doc was a superstar and they hated following in his shadow all the time. Hmm.
Hmm. Who
I
was
don't
Daddy?
know,
Daddy
Melody.
Yo? Who was that?
I think that she's talking about Daddy O.
Oh,
I don't
hmm.
believe I don't believe Daddy O had anything to do with his murder. I don't believe it. Now, I don't believe Gucci Mane had anything to do with it, but then at the same time, I kind of believe that Gucci Mane is strictly about self, though. You know what I mean? I don't know. He didn't. I don't know. He just didn't seem. I don't know. It was just something about him. I don't believe he was in on it. I just don't believe that a lot of these people that claim that they messed with him, I'm talking about in the industry. I'm not talking about his artist or his label. I'm talking about in the industry. I don't think they was that authentic. The few, some of the few.
Yeah, I know that I've just heard a couple of people say that a lot of people knew that that was going to happen to Dolph. So maybe rest in peace, young Dolph can kind of clarify that. My question as to who are all of these people that people feel like knew that was going to happen to Dolph.
Yeah. Rest in peace, young Dolph. Are you able to click the link? I would like for him to come up here. You're right. They're crazy as hell.
I thought I saw Kimberly in here earlier, Tam. Kimberly Wilson.
Oh, I didn't see her. Kim,
Yeah.
are you in here? I didn't see her.
Still in here, Kim?
They said 22 million deal, I think. Do you think that had anything to do with it, him turning down that 22 million?
No, I don't, Tam. I think this is just some Mo3 type of hatred. That deep seated, ongoing history hatred. Because there's definitely history here with the same folks that tried to take them out before that the hate never dissipated. You know what I mean? The hate never went anywhere just because they didn't openly beef and knock each other teeth out. You know what I mean? Every time they saw each other, or there still was things going on behind the scenes that maybe never hit social media that we don't know about. You know what I mean?
Okay, rest in peace, young dog says T. Plenty of people knew, they whole gang knew, True the Mafia knew, CMG, HC, Four Way, Orange Mound, all them knew. Memphis Streets even knew. Everybody who rocked with them knew. Why y'all think? Let's see how he said Gucci and Dolph was friends. I think. Okay, I did hear Fizzle say that Gucci was the only one that he thought, in the industry that kind of showed authentic love. I did hear Fizzle say that. Rest in peace, young dog said Gotti said some big gonna happen tomorrow. Oh wow.
Yeah. So you got people like Soldier Girl and Yachty. I'm gonna say Yachty because we're trying not to get sued over here. So I'm gonna say Yachty. you know. So we have to go back to the beginning, and this is what people don't want to talk about on these other platforms. And like you say, Tam, you have the right to say what you want to say on your platform, but at least over here, let's try to keep it as close to the truth as we can. And I like to revisit the beginning because we know for a fact that Soldier Girl said some things, and then it is what it is. We know for a fact that there's a history of them trying to take his life, and we know for a fact that there's a history of beef. And in my opinion, with the little dudes that they summons to do the hits, they did the hit. I don't think it was just because he signed their ops as artists, as you know what I mean. I think that they were summoned to do the hit and used as crash dummies. And I don't think the hit was because he signed people. I think the hit was just basically related to the ongoing beef.
Why do you think it was urgent at that time? He had been coming every year.
Um, I think that it could have been because Dolph had some other business deals in the making. Somebody did not want to see him reach his full status, his full plateau regarding the things that he was doing. Like I say, maybe it was some things that happened on Dolph's end that people don't know about that was never hit social media. Because I'm gonna tell you, a lot of times, most bosses move in silence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, Whatever they had going, and if it was that serious, I can't see Dolph getting on social media, telling on himself and putting it out there to get people talking. Like I said, most bosses move in silence. These are the only bunch of clowns I've ever seen that get on social media and uh, flap that hole in their head. Sometimes they need to shut that hole in their face because they talk too much.
Rest in peace, young dog. Make sure you click on the link, that the one that's for YouTube. How he turned the 22 million deal was rubbed some people wrong way.
Yeah,
Um,
I
Big Juke
agree.
put the bag out. Tierney said Big Juke put the bag out,
Hmm.
allegedly. Soldier Boy could do nothing but add to the bag. The plot was already in play. I think I agree with Open Book.
Yeah.
And he knew, I think he knew about it too. You're right. Add to the bag to secure it. Because I thought that was really strange for him to go that hard and then pull Young Dolph into it like he was looking for a reason to add. You see what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Justify the BS. Hmm.
Rest in peace, Young Dolph says they did the hit for plenty of reason, was a promise for a get back for D Money. They felt like Dolph was still dissing. It's plenty of reasons they did that.
Hmm. I agree.
I don't know where Monica J at. I think, in the area that she's in, I think it's hurricane season or something. So we send our prayers out to Monica J and everybody in her area. Melody Kramer says, y'all, I forgot about Big Juke. He had to have been in on it somehow. Laugh out loud. So many folks involved and come out from under them rocks. Yeah,
Mm.
they didn't want him to become a billionaire. Jizzle, what's that? I don't know what that other word is. Is that Ted or something? I don't know. Nori do know something. The same thing that's been happening to all the other rappers. Dolph was had too much influence on the community, and what happens to all the influential black men? That's true. And he was independent. Had a lot, amassed a lot of wealth for himself. Yep, she's right about that. Even Dolph said he keeps his business in house. They knew he was going to become a billionaire. He said it, and they knew he was. They knew at that up until that point they could not stop him. It made him even more determined.
Hmm.
When he ignored them, they couldn't deal with it. It's something, Demon, about when you ignore people. It's like it's sent them into a rage, don't it?
It sure does. But uh, Glenn Close said on Fatal Attraction, I will not be ignored. Yeah, mad when Michael was ignoring her. She said, I will not be ignored.
Ooh,
Yeah, that sends
child.
people into a frenzy.
It sent them into a rage.
Mhm.
Open Book says the bag got bigger over the years. Multiple people inside of the CMG camp added to that. If that's true, isn't that a damn shame? How could you want a person just because y'all rapping and it's been Doc wasn't the first rapper to ever diss? How could they do something like that if that's true? They would want a human being gone that bad.
Hmm.
I believe that too. H added to the bag. Um, God is going to line them all up in a single file. They can get ready. I don't like bad things to happen to anybody, but this was wrong. It was wrong on all kind of levels. They called him slipping. Prayers for those affected. I am she. Johnson says jealousy is sad and it is deadly as the grave. Rest in peace, young dog says Juke passed the money out. He the recruiter. Snoozy Cake says, hey everyone, hope all is well. I am she. Johnson says we have no power as I'm typing. Hopefully my phone doesn't die. Hurricane season. Okay.
Yeah, that's in I saw something about in Georgia. They got a hurricane or something going on.
Yeah, I think
Hurricane Ian.
yeah, an evacuation too. I think they're having them to evacuate or something in certain parts of Georgia. Anissa Moore says the rest of Juke's life is cursed, all of them. Um, Rest in peace, young dog. Juke passed it out, but Gotti was one of the main ones. Wow. Deborah says it hasn't started here yet. At She Johnson, I got my flashlight. Think about it. They were at unrest psychologically.
I agree
But
with that.
they thought that they was gonna get away with it. And I think now they see that they're whether we know it or not, we don't know. Only the police and the FBI know and they know. But I just kind of feel in my spirit that they know that whoever it was, whoever, we don't know who. I think and my spirit is telling me they know now that they're not gonna get away with it.
No, they're not. And people don't realize, and I know they want everything to happen within a year, but sometimes, unfortunately, especially if the feds are involved, the feds open up the whole can and swoop their finger around to see what's going on in their other activities too. So, sometimes if they can't get you on one thing, they get you on other stuff like wire fraud, tax evasion, all kinds of other stuff, as an organization. Because I think by now the feds are fully aware that Trula Mafia is an organization and
Mhm.
CMG is an organization. So, they have to find ways to link and connect dots. And also, um, things may not happen right away, especially if they're doing an in-depth or investigation.
Little Miss Muffin says Dolph was exposing the fake cars, fake jewelry. He was buying his jewelry and cars. Rest in peace, Young Dog says, yep, Gotti was the main one. Don't get me wrong. Why y'all think he's selling that house in Cali? That's the house that they planned all this at, and he ain't selling that house for nothing. Well, I ain't gonna, I'm not gonna argue with that. Little Miss Muffin says Dog was exposing the. Oh, yeah, okay. I read that. Let's see. Rest in peace. Young Dog says, "Yep, Gotti was the main one. Don't get me wrong. Why y'all think? Oh, okay, I don't know how it must have went back up. It don't take much. Hello, Snooze. My fam is in Georgia. Prayers to your family. In a town like Memphis, nothing goes down like this unless the crew is all on board. We do to here in Tampa area. Prayers to you all in Florida also. Juke had links to Straight Drop. Bag had links to Straight Drop through Big 30. That tight knit crew with Straight Drop, Newski 30, WAP, Felix, Teasy, and Burns, to name a few, is what Gotti needed, allegedly. Wow. They were blinded, ignorance, and evil, and greed, and jealousy. They didn't learn nothing from Murder Inc. records. What they did, whatever they, okay. Miss Diane says, "Rest in peace, Young Dolph. Remember a while back, Raven stated Straight Drop was in California. I kind of figured that was where they met up." Wow. Hmm. Melody says, "Y'all, well, the feds is after the drugs and money, cars, and anything of value. This is breakfast, lunch, and dinner for them boys on goals, on and gals, dinner and, yep." And she was trying to cover for him too at Diane. Wow.
See, my thing is, Tam, people can say what they want to say, but my deal is to forget what you're talking about. I watch how you move. Okay. So a person's movements speaks volumes, especially after a crime of that magnitude takes place. Because anytime Gotti up his whole family and take them out of town, right afterwards, that to me spoke volumes.
He took him out of town right before. They
Was it
all got,
before? Was it
yeah,
before or after?
it was before. They got out of town before.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, either way, that movement, that speaks volumes.
Um, Dolph said in a video, Gotti called police on him. Wow. You know, Demon, this is interesting. This is, I know this is, and here's the thing, like, the authorities are so far ahead, but when you're reading about stuff, when you're just finding, when you're listening to what other people, we don't even know everything. We don't know everything that has happened on social media. It's impossible to know. People have seen things that we have not seen, or at least me, I'll say that. Because what I do is I kind of try to stay on fault, wait for let the police do their job or whatever. But it's always something, you know, as it relates to this young dog's case, because the people that's out there in the streets, it's sad that they knew that this was gonna happen. And I have to say, I believe, because so many people thought that it was messed up, or they was not in agreement with what was going on, or with what went on. That is one of the reasons, that, as Chief Davis said herself, it has been fast moving. People, I don't give a damn who you are. You gunned down a famous rapper in a cookie shop that was just walking to a cookie shop. You evil. And
Hmm.
that's why I say, whoever was involved, I want the tree shaken down and knocked over. That means everybody that was a part of that rotten tree is taken down. I don't give a damn who it is.
And in the end, they're going to tell us who it is.
Mm-hmm.
It may not be revealed right now or right away, but I think that as time go on, that everything will be revealed. And my thoughts on getting immediate satisfaction in my brain, and this is just for me personally. Um, I don't sit around waiting and beating myself up saying, oh God, we haven't heard anything. Oh my God, what's going on? I really do believe that if this case goes to trial, it may be another 2 or 3 years. I know some cases here in my city. Some of these guys sit in the county lockup for 3 to 4 years before they even get to trial. And then with Straight Drop taking on a new attorney, we already know his new attorney got to get up to speed. So now his new attorney is going to have to review all of the discovery and sit back and plan his defense for his client. So If people are looking for immediate satisfaction or more information to come out, or all the truth and all the players to come out, you might as well take a seat, several seats, and get ready to sit on this thing for probably, I say, 2 to 4 years, and hopefully,
And people
I'll
sure,
still
if
be.
they ain't talking, they sure have a change of heart in 2 to 4 years, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's just my opinion. So, while they laying on the cookie shop, what you gonna blame them for the next 2 to 4 years? You're gonna give them hell for 2 to 4 years because, see, unless they make some more arrests in between that time. And my thing is, they usually don't tell a lot of the details that's in the discovery until the trial gets started, and that's if it even gets a trial. So even at that point, we still may not know what's all in the details, and whatever witnesses they have. If it doesn't go to trial, you never know who the witnesses are.
Right. Especially not at this point. And and
Yeah,
and even I do know often a lot of times when you go to, there have been times when, because cases was so dangerous, that they covered the faces of the witnesses. They made sure they gave their testimonies, but they was able to disguise the witness. They put them on video and things of that nature. Sometimes I feel like even in this case, like, witnesses, their person should never, I'm talking about their physical person, should never be, revealed.
no,
And
absolutely not. Mm-mm.
Marcus Beverly says, when the police get to the bottom of this, I know that we all shouldn't be surprised because we know it's someone right under his nose. Every single one of them. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Well, people are wanting to blame Key Glock. And I just absolutely, Key Glock ain't had nothing to do with that. Key Glock had nothing to do with that. I don't believe that his artist had anything to do with it. I don't believe that his family had anything to do with it. Okay. Everybody hit the like button. That would mean that that would have to mean that his family and and all of them was, real cool with some people.
Yeah,
God,
they talking about Key Glock coming up, but I mean, I think Key Glock and the rest of the guys could have come out faster if Dolph was still living. So I'm trying to see what would have been in it for them, to have anything to do with it.
Miss
But
Diane said, "Do I think it'll be 2 or more years before they give information to the public?" I don't know, Miss Diane. Me personally, I don't really believe so. I don't believe so. I think because you know it was so many. It was quite a few involved. I just don't believe it. As a matter of fact, we on indictment watch. Hold on, Demon. Let me go get some tissue. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Melody said they're going to know who they are anyways because they will all go write books or put it in a rap and on and on. Yeah, probably so. I don't know, guys. That's just my opinion. I just feel like they're being really tight-lipped about what they do have thus far, and they haven't come out and given a motive or anything like that, or any information that they have on it. So that's why my opinion is that whatever the state know, they won't put that information out until trials get started. Because I can't see them doing a separate news conference, not unless there's other people named or arrested in the case. Because what they have so far, I just can't see them just doing all of a sudden just doing a news conference on, yeah, this is the information we have so far. Because if they were going to do that, I think they'd have done it by now. Rest in peace, Young Dolph says y'all can blame Keylock all y'all want, but he got money on his head, not saying a thing about it. What it gonna take for people not to blame him? Me'll still let him come get Trey and Ari anytime he want. Yeah, I saw that. Rest in peace, Young Dolph. The kids, all of them were out to the they were out with Deion Sanders.
And let me just say this. What I was saying was I don't think it's going to take 2 to 3 more years for them to name other people. Um, as far as the trial, it could take up to that if they don't plead out, like Demon said. But as far as naming other people, I don't think it's going to, if I read that right, I don't think it's going to take 2 to 3 more years for that to get more
Hmm.
indictments. I don't know if I read that right.
No, but yeah, I'm talking about just the basic information in the discovery. I don't think they're going to share what they have in this current discovery, the 800 pages, with the public right now
Oh,
until
absolutely
trial.
not.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
Their witnesses and stuff are in that.
Right. And that's why I say we'll probably never know who witnesses are if they don't
Mm-mm.
disclose that.
And we
And
shouldn't, and we really should never know. Not in this case.
yeah, I agree with you, Haki. I want to see justice by November 17th. Also. But it's more salacious to blame everybody but the people that had a history of trying to take his life. So, of course, it's always makes for better content to blame other people.
Rest in peace, young dog says MPD not putting out info for a reason. That's what Dolph Ops want, for they can destroy whatever put out. Absolutely. They have
Hmm.
put bloggers on here to do that. They were so desperate. And then it says, put my girl Fannie Willis on the case. She'll shake that tree until all the suspects fall out.
Yes, sir. Yes, she will. Fanny don't be playing. That's right, Manny. She does not be playing.
But I think it's a sad thing though, Demon, that and it had to be jealousy. Words. There could never be an urgency to take somebody out of here because of words.
I don't
So
know
it
if
was
people
something
have
else
ever
behind it.
I don't know if people have ever personally experienced jealousy from other people. And I have to say that I have. And I'm going to speak from my own personal experience. I have walked into a room and haven't said anything, haven't done anything to anybody, and received hate just on sight. Okay, because you have a lot of people out here that's so insecure and they carry that jealousy spirit in their heart. So I can't even imagine the jealousy and the hate that Dolph was getting. And to me, envy and jealousy are the worst sort of sin because it leads to what happened to Dolph and other people out here. It leads to people getting so filled with hatred that they want to take your life just because they're jealous of you. People actually want to kill you because they're jealous. And my thing is that jealousy spirit is a personal issue. You know what I mean? That's something you have to work on within yourself.
Melody, MPD had no reason to want to kill. I don't no. No. MPD had no reason to want to kill Dolph. Now, if anybody knows of a crooked cop that helped to line Dolph up, it would have had to be a patrolman and not the investigators that are investigating the case. The patrolmen have no control over an investigation. But if there was a patrolman that y'all think they helped to line him up, it can't be, or y'all know, I can't say think, that y'all know for a fact helped to line him up, call internal affairs or the FBI so that officer can be fired.
That's right. Turn them in.
Turn them
Turn
in,
them in.
because we don't want no crooked officers on the street, and we don't want nobody to be a police officer that helped to line up young Dolph, okay, and got him taken out. So if anybody knows for a fact that a police officer was involved in doing this to Dolph, please call internal affairs. They have the security squad in internal affairs. They investigate police officers, and call the FBI. Call the news media and everybody, but you're going to have proof now.
That goes
Betty,
for anybody else y'all think guilty. You got proof, take it on down there.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Betty
because we
Mann
want.
says, hi, everyone. They're being quiet about how many, who, what, why, and so that they'll all be surprised when they tear down their places to arrest them. Absolutely.
That's right. You don't alert your enemy that you watching them and that you coming.
Absolutely. That dude 73 says, what part, if any, did Makita's owners play in your opinion? I don't know. I don't know. As I've said before, I have not had a credible source to say to me or to even hint to me that the Makitas was involved. So because I have not had a credible source to throw out hints or to kind of lead me in a direction, it's hard for me to say because I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
But see, my thing is, I've heard a lot of talk about the cookie shop, and my thing is for people to be so headstrong and hell bent on saying that they had something to do with it. Um, I mean, take the evidence down to the investigators. Become a witness.
Black
Don't
and
stand on the
educated.
sidelines.
Hold on for 1 second, Demon. Black and educated, Queen. Black and educated is saying that you would need to connect your mic and cam before they can add them to the stream. So turn your mic on. Go to your settings and turn your mic on and your cam or something. I think you have to do it in your settings. Okay, Demon, you can go ahead.
No, that's all I wanted to say. Hey, I want anybody that had anything to do with Dolph's demise to get locked up, and I don't care who it is. So my thing is, I personally have just going by what the authorities have already said to us. They've named three people: Cornelia, Straight Drop, and Shondell. So those are the three that I know of. And until they name other people, that's when I'll believe it. Now, if these other people have some concrete evidence, take it on down there to them so we can get the ball rolling and get some more indictments.
Right. Because nobody is trying to cover for nobody. If somebody was involved and it's just not, we're not just pointing the finger. When you hear me bring up points about Black Youngster and Gotti and Juke, I mean, hell, I'm not lying on their asses. The people that had a history of trying to take Dolph out was affiliated with their camp. Am I lying? No.
No. Mm-mm.
It's not Straight Drop in them. People try to say that they don't believe Cornelius is, but I do. Affiliated with them in some kind of way. He's affiliated with somebody. Cornelius lived in the same neighborhood that they hung out in.
I've seen Melody somewhere else on another uh, page, but I see where she's going with all of this. But like I said, Melody, even if you have some information, take it on down to the investigators, because we can't go by what other bloggers said, because we already know that narratives were created and storylines were created to steer the blame away from the actual camps that had something to do with this. So, I mean, but it's cool.
Manny B TV says we're crabs in a barrel, literally, and that's true. That crabs in a barrel mentality is driving our race. It has taken so many great minds out of here. That's a damn shame. Kill off anybody that has a great mind. What kind of world do we live in? What kind of damn black men do we have walking this damn earth? And they try to call themselves CEOs and talking about, I want to be the next CEO. I got dreams. You taking people up out of here because you jealous? That's all. I mean, that's all it could be. And let me just say this. And before anybody say, and I gotta say this. The rumor that allegedly Black youngster was mad at young Dolph because supposedly Dolph's people took out his brother. Now let me go ahead and just say this again. I don't know if that's true, but number one, as a human being, it's hard for me to ever believe, although I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying that it's hard for me to wrap my mind around somebody sending their own blood brother out on a dummy mission when the beef was never really with Black Youngster. It was always with Dolph and Gotti. So I can't see, and I don't know the mindset of Black Youngster. Black Youngster ever sending his brother off on out on something so dangerous on to take out somebody. If that's true, I can't wrap my psyche around that. But if that happened, okay, if that happened and he did that, and something happened to his brother, who in the hell should he be mad at?
Himself. Himself, absolutely. Melody said, what about all the videos and YouTube that's considered evidence? No, I don't think that's considered evidence, Melody. And if so, those same people that are providing the content need to take it down to the investigators. If they feel like they have concrete evidence through their content and whatever videos that they are putting out, don't tell us, because we're not the ones that can make the arrests and write up the indictments and convene a grand jury. It would be the investigators and the DA's office. So I'm trying to still figure out 10 months later, why haven't they taken this concrete evidence down to the investigators?
Yeah. And you have to understand, Melody, some of these videos that you've seen, they would never take down to the police department because they're gonna lock their ass up for bringing fake shit to them. I'm telling you, they're gonna lock their asses up for
Yeah, and they
bringing
might have
edited videos and shit to them.
they might have a
Photoshop.
warrant out for them anyway. So you know they ain't trying to go down to the investigators and talk to them about nothing. Yeah, they probably got warrants out their damn self. So you know, come on now.
Marquise Beverly says Karma is a mother, right? I'm telling you. Anissa Moore says, Hakia, say it louder for the people in the back. This keeps the enemy so confused because they don't know how you know, who told you, or when they're coming. They are so lost. They don't have a game plan. Right. They don't. They don't have a game plan because the feds and MPD handling this. And the good thing about it is, what did Chief Davis say? We have been fast moving, and we just want to thank all the people, the witnesses that have been working with us from since this happened, that they trust us. She said that early on. As time go on, and other people start to come forward too. These folks send
Hmm.
ducks. They know that.
Yeah, well, my favorite saying is that, these investigators did not come to a cookout wearing snow boots. They know exactly what's going on. And these dudes can scrub their social media all they want to. Uh, IP address always will give them access to past, present information. Even if they took it off social media, they can take it down where we won't see it. Doesn't mean the investigators can't find it and see it.
Jizzle says they said it was a cop on the scene and first on the scene that wasn't from the MPD. Do they have a picture of that? It was, did they take pictures? Because everybody had their video and stuff out. When the police pulled up, those people already had their cameras out, didn't it? Like when that
Yeah,
happened, they ran on. Everybody had their cameras and stuff out. So, I mean,
yeah.
who was it?
Yeah, they said the young lady sitting on the car was a cop, and I laughed till my guts bust open. I said, "Oh, okay."
That lady was not a cop. Melody says, "Hey, Raven made it look like they were involved from the very start, so she set them up for the whole mess." Well, I've said this from the start. I think it would have been better for Raven, to just scale back and not try and express anything and let MPD do their investigation. You know what I mean? Simply
Mhm.
keep simply. I just think as far as safety and things of that nature, I mean, that's what I would have done, because when people are, you cannot convince people who have their mind set on whether they believe something or not. You just, it would take, and the reason I say that, it takes the authorities, it takes the only person that the people, and they don't even believe them. The only time people gonna start to break in their belief of whatever they believe is when the police start to put more information out there. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
so it's a waste of time to try to convince anybody of anything, really.
I'm telling you, like I always say, you cannot reason with crazy people. So, these so-called videos about having two police officers in plain clothes sitting on one disguised as a cookie shop worker. I mean, if these people think that, she's a undercover cop and she was a road cop, uh, tell the authorities. I mean, that's all I can say because I don't see anybody doing that though.
And they got a good picture of the young lady that they said was the undercover police. If she was doing
Yeah,
anything criminal, the feds would have not had her ass.
yeah.
That
I
out there on the
mean,
car, they would have been snatched her up.
yeah, make it make sense. I mean, I'm just saying, I get it. People are confused because early on, you had so many new bloggers and current bloggers coming out. Um, they had been, a couple of them have been paid to come on here and steer the narratives and point fingers and accuse people and uh, try to pull up pictures and put them side by side and make you say, isn't this the same person that's sitting on that car? And then you look at them and I say to myself, no, no, it's not. But, they want you to believe all of this. And like I say, people have to just sitting back and wait for the information to come out and the new indictments to come out whenever they come.
Betty Man says, on the video was two MPD officers, Miss T, that was on the scene. I feel like he was set up by them cookie criminals. Somebody gave his location. They knew Dolph always stopped by the dungeon. We don't know, Miss Betty. I don't know. I as I always say though, they say that they was trying to line him up that Monday. So they knew he was in the area. They knew what area he hung out in. So I don't know though. I don't know. With that, and I truly say with that situation as it relates to that, um, let's see. Rest in peace, young dog says y'all gonna most def see more people locked, just not Glock. Gotti would be in jail before Glock. Glock ain't going to jail not unless we gonna pray for Key Glock not to go in line and retaliate. You know what I
And
mean?
I'm
But
yeah, and I'm gonna
he,
say something else. Jay Fizzle is Dolph's blood cousin. Do you think Jay Fizzle would be hanging around these dudes if he had any inkling that they had something to do with Dolph's demise? Because we can pretty much X the rest of them out. Let's just put Jay Fizzle on the table. So we already know that Fizzle is his blood cousin. So let's forget about through marriage and all this hocus pocus and hokey dokey. I don't think Fizzle would be hanging around them if he had any thoughts that they had anything to do with that. That's number one. And number two, I think that by now the investigators have shared some information with them. And he being family, I think he knows firsthand who, what, how, when, where, and why. I think he knows firsthand what's going on. So I think after 10 months, he's been told a lot of information. So I can't see him still hanging around them. That's just my thoughts.
rest in peace, young dog says straight drop to Cornelius on the drill. Memphis dudes do that. They take people they don't know on hits, for they won't have to give you much, and because they gonna think it's somebody in your camp. That's what is confusing us all so much. Honesty drives us all crazy. That's true, but it'll all come out. Like I said, these people know exactly what has happened, even though we don't know. And it ain't good to know everything either. It's good to let the FBI and the police know, for them to know until it all comes out, when everybody learning at the same time.
Hmm.
Letitia Wing said, exactly, T. It's weird. He should be mad at himself. Absolutely. Laugh out loud. Girl had my watch and shoe pampering.
Hmm.
um, Betty Man says, I would not put anything past Black Youngster or Hogati. I don't. Let me ask you this, Dima. Why do you think that video that Black Youngster did was already in the making? Because a lot of times they make that, but it don't take no long time now to make those videos. You know,
No,
um, do you think that Black Youngster wanted to let something be known, or you think he was just wanting to troll? Do you think he was trolling?
I think that it may be a combination, but I think out of the two, he was doing a bunch of trolling. Yeah, because that's what they do. That's what these guys do. They troll people in their death. I don't know when the video was made, and like you say, they can make these videos pretty quickly. Um, so it's hard to say. I can't speculate one way or the other. But one thing I'm not going to speculate on is the fact that he definitely was trolling.
Absolutely, Neo. YouTube is perspective, not evidence. Absolutely. But people with a guilty conscience about something always try to find somebody else to blame and be mad at. That's true. Self righteous people. Melody Cromer, go with your. He maybe should be mad at Gotti. Because Gotti was the one that pulled him in, it wasn't it? Or did he do that on his own? Feel like he needed to fight Gotti's battles. Okay.
Well, yeah.
He got enough money at this point to go see a psychiatrist, and so that somebody can speak to him about that. Okay. Um. Anyways, I digress. Manny BTV says some people only care about themselves, so maybe it didn't matter what happened to his brother to him. Hmm. That's if it happened that way. Nakia says, hello, chat. Tam, love you always. A real person. People. Thank you, Miss Nakia. Letitia says, yes, she did. They didn't think ignorance through it at all. Hey, Joy Loves God.
Well, all I know is that probably eventually they all gonna be sitting in a dormitory style prison, reminiscing about Gotti's Boom Boom Room, like they did in Harlem. What was that? That movie Life, and they was reminiscing about Ray's Boom Boom Room. Yeah, they're gonna be reminiscing, sitting on them hard ass cots.
Ain't that the God's truth? Mm-mm-mm.
But that trolling can come back and haunt you eventually. You know what I mean? Especially if you had something to do with it. Uh, my thing is you know, why would you open that hole in your face? First of all, and second of all, if you had anything to do with it, the last thing you want to do is put yourself out in the public's eye. But see, the thing is, they don't know when to quit. Some people have no boundaries and don't know when to stop.
Um, it's wait. Um, Not them RoboCops that was there. You can tell they were security within minutes of it happening. It was on the internet. The girl in them striped leggings was all up the window. Hmm. Key Glock doing his thing on Dolph Pre. Fizzle love all them. He know who had that done. That's why he went off on that hood rich. Yeah, Fizzle know what happened. You could tell. I think they would have already locked Key Glock up quick if he had his fingers in that drop. For real, he wouldn't have ever been able to run all over the country for sure. Now, Key Glock had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, and I can't see Fizzle even still kicking it with them if he thought, they had something to do with it. I mean, some people just have to use common sense on some things. And I know damn well Fizzle ain't gonna have his own cousin taken out for what? He was, Dolph's blood cousin. Come on now, guys.
Okay, rest in peace, Young Doll says no. He shot the video on purpose because don't let Black Youngster and Key Glock beef go over y'all head. They been beefing ever since Black Youngster said he met Take Keith first when Glock did. I'm assuming. Hmm. Pip piped it up. I
Everybody,
think Black is sick and sad. Black Youngster is very quiet now for a reason, even trolling. Well, I don't think he would be quiet. I think somebody's telling him to be quiet at this point. I think, um, and this is just my opinion. I think when he was doing all that trolling, Gotti thought it was funny, but now it has gotten real, more than
mm,
likely, and he's made him be quiet.
uh-huh. It's all fun and games so they get picked up for questioning.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
These folks ain't playing with them. They gonna get them some justice for Dow. Whoever did it, and I mean, I'm just saying whoever was involved, they're not getting away with it. 85 said, "Go watch the Five Heartbeats." Black Youngster made a song recently saying, "Glock them, don't be outside." Yeah, well, right. They say Black Youngster got out some new music, and he is dissing Dolph a lot in the music. They say that he's dissing them in the music. So
Well, like I said, BY ain't gonna be able to be outside himself in a little bit. Hmm. He gonna be doing concerts for the boys in pin and stripes in a minute. They outside as much as I can see. They outside. They come outside as much as anybody else.
ain't that the guy's truth?
He the one I haven't seen outside.
So do you think they got two of the right people?
Yes, I absolutely do. Because if they didn't, they wouldn't have 800 pages of discovery to support their findings. And I want to see what this new attorney is going to be able to do for a straight drop. And then, as far as Cornelius' attorney, uh, he the one wanted the bond hearings. So my thing is, when you were granted the bond hearings and you've been in court all of this time back and forth on the bond hearing, if you want your client out on bond so bad, why you keep asking for a continuance just on the bond hearing? You think that he'd already took advantage of the first time they went to court for bond hearing and tried to get his client out. But I mean, I'm still trying to figure out why he keep continuing it. He want him out on bond so bad. He asked for the bond hearing. Why, get him out on bond. If that's what you want to do, quit playing. You either crap or get off the pot.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Clap or get off the pot. I agree with you, Dima, on that one. Evidently, because like you said, well, I think those 800 plus pages took them off their feet and knocked them clean off their feet, and they ain't really been able to recuperate. That's
Neo,
just
I agree with you. Yeah, they most definitely didn't act alone. No, they didn't act alone.
oh, absolutely not. I just don't think these absolutely not. Okay. Deborah says that's already been established, Neil. Everyone knows that. Nakia says, I hope they all I hope all their ass go down for it. People know who had something to do with it. 100 shots. Tell it all, Tam. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It's sad though, ain't it? It's sad.
Mhm.
Oh, they just wouldn't leave him alone. I think about the video he did when he still after he got out the hospital. Rest in peace, young Dolph. What's the name of that video he did? Was it Royalty? The way he was looking at Trey Trey, as if God gave me another opportunity to be with my child. And I know how to edit it out now. Let me see. I'm not gonna play but a little bit of it.
You have to make the announcement, Tam, too, that it's for Fair Use Act and educational reaction video.
Oh, okay, so I can do that right before I play it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to say that.
Hold on, let me see. Ask Rest in Peace, Young Dog. What's the name of that video that Trey Trey is in when he had his that cast on his arm? The cast on his arm. He looking up at Trey Trey. I wonder if I thought it was Royalty.
B Dog said, was it the song Why You Here? Believe Me is the song, B Dog. Believe Me. I don't know if that's what he's saying, that the title of the song is Believe Me.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm looking at it. Cause Ari was a baby. Think he still had the cast on his arm. They just wouldn't leave him alone. Because it was showing when he first came home from the hospital. So I'm gonna show that. Lord, I can't see how these folks did this. And then they'll say that's how street life is, nigga. Y'all going to jail. That's how street life is. Why don't they want to take their lick back and go to jail? Can y'all see it?
Yeah, make your disclaimer though, Tam.
Okay. This is for fair use. I wonder if I could put that. This is for the fair use. Let me see. Let me hold on. Let me read it. This is fair use. Fair use is the right to use a copyrighted work under certain conditions without permission of the copyright owner. Let's see. This is for let's see, fair use. It's a disclaimer that I can use. Let me see. Fair use disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, education, and research.
Yes, and this is a reaction video
Right, this is a
to all the
reaction video.
strikers, to all the strikers.
Hold on.
Bubba Yaya said they sent youngsters to the kids' table.
Let me see
That little
something.
plastic table with the little dinosaur painted in the middle. Mm. Yeah, that's good enough, Tam. I'll just.
I'm trying to see something. Okay. I think that was good enough. Let me see. That's when he just came home from the hospital. No, I just wanted to show
Mm-hmm.
that because I can remember how he looked up at his kids, actually showing that video when he had just came home from the hospital, hugging his son and looking at him, that hurts my heart. And even now, some sick fuck, should say, some sick, twisted fuck is on here in the bushes saying, yeah, we got that nigga, but yet want to duck and dodge the FBI.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Want to duck and dodge the FBI.
I
So,
know some people want to see their lives taken. I don't, girl. I want to see them in some orange jumpsuits and sitting in front of the judge. And I want the judge to be able to say 50 years to life. That's what I want to see. That would give me more satisfaction than to see them lose their life.
yeah, I agree. I agree. It's it's hurtful and it's sad that people can be so heinous, you know. Hold on, D-Mon. You could continue talking. I'm looking for something.
Yeah, that would definitely give me more pleasure and satisfaction to see them be in bars in a little cell for 50 plus years. Really, you know. I look at somebody like Suge Knight, who's the big dog out here in the industry, doing whatever the hell he thought he could get away with and whatever he wanted to do, as dirty as he was. Nothing gave me more satisfaction than seeing him sitting up in court and then getting his time in jail. And he's still there. Now he an old man. You're not the boss no more. So, to me, when you're when you are dethroned by the feds, that right there is pure satisfaction.
When people talk about Daddy-O, I don't believe that Daddy-O was involved. I've never heard anybody else say that Daddy-O was involved. But I think about this right here.
Literally having
Can y'all
young
see it,
guys
D-Mon?
outside the
Yeah.
club, backpack, everywhere you go, man, young dog CD, you gonna get a young dog CD. It's you can try to turn your head and act like you don't see it, but as soon as
It's
you
an
turn
echo,
your
Tam.
head, you know what I'm
You
saying?
got another device open?
Let me see.
I just
I remember the first show, we wanted to open up bad. It was OJ
I
and
think
Juvenile.
some just echo.
You know what I'm saying? They were like, you open up, you gotta pay 10,000. Shit, we gave them 10,000. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like, man, y'all crazy. Y'all just gave them folks 10,000 on up. Damn right. We done paid out 40,000 CDs. Damn right, we ready to get your stage now.
Now that's a young man that started with Dolph. He was the one with the money. He said in that video that Dolph came to him and said, I want what you got. He mentored Dolph. He helped Dolph. Dolph said that himself. That's not something I'm coming up with. Daddy-O was the one in the beginning with the damn money.
We opened it up, came in there, we like 100 deep. Everybody like, man, who is that? Oh, that's Dolph. Played his music. We done passed out 30,000 CDs. You already know what they did. It was stupid in there. Like I always say, man, it's grind. Who got more work than Dolph? Who got more videos out than Dolph? Who got more CDs out than Dolph? Dolph got that work.
Whatever movie you in, you can go and get on your phone, go pull up something else for whatever movie. That's what music is to me, like shit.
I'm gonna try to forward it.
I like stuff that's real. I like stuff that I feel like the artist match the music. You know what I'm saying? And with him, it's like what you see is what you get. When you meet him in person, what you see is what you get. It's like, you know, it ain't hard to decipher that, hey man, what he telling you is true. Like money don't mean shit to me.
Last night, we was in the yo house dropping. Next thing I know, everybody leave out the studio. They leave me in there. So shit, I'm like, fuck it, I'm staying here. So I keep recording. Then my boy Woo, he come here like, damn, Glock, you ride like that? Damn, you gonna drop me off at home? I'm like, bro, drop you off from where, bro? I ain't driving no motherfucking car. I got dropped off over here. You know what I'm saying? The shit, they took me outside. I was like, hey, Korean Club. He threw me the Benz keys. She's like, this you, young nigga. I said, why you playing? Why you feel like playing? He said, nah, nigga, it's you. Shit, I hopped in that motherfucker, I told everybody that road. You heard me? I'm trying to see what's up with it right now. They just show the loyalty and the connection we got, you know what I'm saying? It's plenty of niggas out here got millions of dollars, won't give a, you know what I'm saying, a couple thousand, 10,000 to their family members. Niggas petty out here, you know what I'm saying? That just goes to show how real and how dedicated and how much he believe in me to, you know, do what I'm finna do right now, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. But Dolph was good to them folks. Okay. They was making money. Them boys came from nothing. All they wanted to do was make some money. Dolph helped him to acquire more than they could have ever dreamed of. And these folks feel like, and I know what folks gonna say, well, what? She's sitting up saying, why, doctor? You know how folks like to mock me? You know, like they like to look at me so that they can have something to talk about. You know, like they can run me. Them folks ain't had nothing to do with Dolph's death.
Yeah, girl.
People can think and say whatever they want to say. They can't tell me what to think and say.
Yeah, he said, Dolph said he believed in it. Yeah. Dolph believed in him. But you know how it goes, Tam. Of course they don't, find fault with everything that you say. If you say the sky's blue, they gonna say, well, how come she get on there talking about the damn sky's blue? It ain't blue, it's gray.
when people
Just
obsess,
goofy.
that's what they do.
Turn into girl, I mean literally turn into exorcist.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like, man, calm down. But like I say, at the end of the day, it's gonna all come out. It's gonna come out. And when it comes out, ain't gonna be nothing that nobody can say or do to change the facts.
Right.
Okay, because see, they definitely are going to continue on with this investigation. I haven't heard the authorities come out and say, okay, well, yeah, the case is closed. We got the two that we needed. Okay, so long, bye-bye. They haven't said that yet. So that tells me that they still investigating it because they have not closed out the case yet. Yeah, so it's like, people need to calm down, and people also need to use their analytical sense. God gave all of us the means to know how to analyze things for ourselves. Don't listen to everything that people tell you, okay? Just because somebody says something doesn't mean that it's so. So, Tim has been saying the same thing from day one. And it's all based off what's already out here as far as the authorities go. Anything extra aside from that, I can't roll with it until they say, okay, this person is a suspect, this person's been arrested. That's when I'll believe all the other hocus pocus. But right now, I mean, I can't get on board with it because they haven't said it.
Nakia says, Tam, where's Sloppy Joe at? You remember him? I don't remember Sloppy Joe. Are you talking about Big Stepper?
Girl, it's probably somewhere trolling somebody else.
Hakia says they running it up till they can't run it up no more, like he said. Absolutely. They just carry.
Yeah,
They just continuing on Young Dolph's legacy.
yeah.
That's what they doing.
But the best way to honor Dolph is to keep it factual and keep it truthful, because to come up with all of these accusations against all of Dolph's artists, all of his family, other people that's not related to him, based off a theory, it's not going to fly. And it's not going to fly unless you got concrete evidence. And if you got concrete evidence, like I say, take it on down there to the authorities. Hell, you ain't even got to go in person. Call them and give them what you have, because we all want justice for Dolph, real justice. You know. So if you got it, baby, turn it over.
That's right.
Yeah. And he's looking at his kids, even with the cast on his arm, he knew that God spared him uh, to spend more time with his kids for however long that was. But at the end of the day, yeah, he should still be here.
He
But
should.
since he's not, what we're not going to do is uh, defame and degrade his family.
Um. Hello, Nia. It's disgusting and disappointing. It is. It is definitely. Okay, Nakia says she's from Augusta. Okay, Miss Nakia. Y'all be safe down there in Augusta.
Yeah, I
I know the
know.
storm is that way. Okay, Miss Anissa said, look at her comments. Let me go back up, Anissa. She said, where who at Anissa? Who you talk about? Let me see. Because I've been missing comments. People treated Jesus the same way. He walked what he talked. Where who at Anissa? Let's see. My last two comments. It's disgusting and disappointing. I see that one. And your last two comments, and I see where you said, yeah, where his ass at? Where who at?
That's true.
Glock dropping 4 days. Fin to get number one Dolph tape going. Number 1, 2. Shout out to Glock. Make sure y'all go run Glock up. Go run pre up. Run pre up. All the pre artists, because I think Snoop and Snoop and Woo got something dropping on Friday. I believe they say. Run them up until you can't run them up no more.
That's true, Bubba. He said these record label executives using a remix to the Willie Lynch doctrine, and these young misguided fools committing genocide. Yes, they are.
Miss Diane says we are pro pre and we love Key. Absolutely. Anissa, who oh, she says Sloppy Joe. She talking about Big Stepper. Are y'all talking about Big Stepper?
Please don't talk him up, because then it get the spam in
Lord
the chat.
have mercy. He'll go make a new page, Big Stepper 2 or something. Just to come into the chat. Shit.
Yes, honey. But yeah, people have to go back to the beginning, and I don't mean the beginning of 2021. I'm talking about the beginning of the history of the beef.
Nakia says, I know you be for real when you say okay. He was on someone else's page defending Bread Gang and Moneybag Yo. Big Step was still doing the same thing, huh? They say he was on someone else's page defending Bread Gang and Moneybag, talking about they are not a gang, they are a label. I said, yep, he most definitely on the payroll. I guess he felt like he couldn't convert us over here.
Yeah. Well, he's definitely a paid spokesperson.
Dow said he saw something in all his artists, the work ethic. It won't be who's the hottest. It was both the work and both the work with Frank. Yeah, I'm running. Why?
They
Waiting.
sure didn't, Gregory.
That's okay, Joy Loves God. You good. You on time. Y'all know how we be all night. I'm telling you sometimes. Brett Gang most definitely a organization. Big Homie G beefing with Stupid Duke now. Oh Lord. Now Big
Mm.
Homie G, even though he did that song with Straight Drop, he seemed to have been one of those ones that stayed out of the beef. Sometimes I feel like they have these dudes to start getting into these beefs. They have to prove themselves if they want some promotion or something. That's almost like how it is, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But you know, it don't take much for these guys to get the beef in old town. It really doesn't. You see how that dude went off talking about, that $75,000 feature. So I said that cause beef. That can cause beef. Just any little thing now. It's like you can't say anything. And if you're not rocking the way that somebody wants you to rock, they want to start beef with you and go in on you.
I'm telling you. Thank you, Pamela. Pamela says, "Hi, I'm new to your platform. I'm here and I enjoy the way you come across to the people with the truth. Thanks. My name is Pam." Welcome, Pam. Thank
Welcome,
you.
Pamela.
And I hope you subscribe. Thank you, Pamela. I'm glad you're enjoying. We're glad to have you. Diane says, Demon, I'll never in life forget what you went off on Big Stepper. I couldn't breathe.
Girl, I had to get one in on Sloppy Joe.
They said Glock on fire right now. Ooh, Glock so on fire. He that
Hmm.
green, I could just see the money coming to him. He had that green on. Let me see if I
Yeah.
can find that. I'm gonna have to go back and edit all this stuff out. Um, let's see, Key Glock. What was he at in that green? He
Hmm.
was performing somewhere. I don't know where he was performing at. Let me see. If I go
He
to
said, Jacqueline said New York Rolling Loud.
okay, New York Rolling Loud. Okay.
Hmm. Hit the like button, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, I know we be representing for Key Glock and all of them.
Hmm. I like the way he let his hair grow out. I like his new hairdo.
I'm trying to find it. Yeah, he said he got 4 days left for his album. I won't be surprised if somebody else, don't have a mental breakdown. And I think this might be it right here. I'm gonna play just a little bit of it so I can edit it out. Let me see if there's somebody else's. Okay.
Nakia. Nakia said Sloppy Joe is a real fat man, I believe. Girl, I can see it through the phone. Hey.
toes. Young nigga off on his toes.
Hey, Clark, go.
Hell yeah, roll me a roll. Put 20 racks on my rolls. Beat it and say, I'm all in these rolls. Hop up the truck, fucking pros. Yeah, I do my damn thing. When you wake up with a damn shame. Smashing your bitch in like rain.
Hey.
Oh, my dang,
Ooh.
Key Glock doing the darn thing, ain't it?
Yes, he is. He looks so handsome.
Yeah, he
That
looks
green is a
handsome.
good color for him. Uh-huh.
He was
Rest in
hitting
peace.
that green, manifesting that money.
Rest in peace, young Dolph. Who you talking about? They said they found her in her house. I believe whoever did it took her home and did that. Who you talking about? I'm just curious, Tam, who they talking about? He and Little Miss Muffin.
Oh,
Who,
okay.
who got found in their house? He looks so handsome in that green. No, that green is a good color for him. It's like an apple green. Yeah, Key Glock not playing. He about the paper. Dolph taught him well.
Yes, he did. No T because he dissed off. He said everybody got it rap beef with. He destroyed them, then deleted it because people was going off saying he capped. Who was it? Who you talk about? Rest in peace, young dog. Are you talking about Big Homie G?
Oh, Stupid Duke auntie. Oh, okay.
Rest in peace, young dog. Are you talking about Big Homie G? Okay, everybody's saying rolling loud. I'm way behind.
No, that comment just kind of caught my eye. So they talking about Stupid Duke's auntie. I, Nakia, you are not being nice. She said, I believe Sloppy Joe's stomach hang over his private part. Can't see it.
Miss Diane said Glock is easy on the eyes. Yes, he is.
Yes, he
Trevor said
is.
Glock had on that green looking like money. At Little Miss Muffin, they said they found her in her house. I believe whoever did it took her home and did that. Shoot, I wish I could have introduced Key Glock to my baby. Shoot.
I know, right?
B Dog says, Gotti is an insecure dude, little man complex. There he go. I love you, Mr. Glock. Jesus, take the wheel. We got the women drooling. Cougar alert in the chat.
Right. Cougar alert. Cougar alert. You know, I like them chocolate though, so Fizzle, my man.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's something about those because y'all know Miss Dima is almost white. She almost the color of cream. So it's something about those real light skinned women that love their chocolate.
Yes, girl. Love me some dark men.
Letitia said Key Glock ain't playing. Key is so fine. Let's see. They said, they drooling. Cougar alert in the chat.
Girl, I'm telling you.
Nakia says, I believe Sloppy Joe's stomach hang over his. I never forget. Big Stepper said his girlfriend was calling. He got off the. Everybody said that was Gotti calling.
his boo daddy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, cougar alert, honey. But what my mommy say, it may be snow on the roof, but it's fire in the furnace. Ow. Yeah, it might be snow on the roof, baby, but it's fire in the furnace. I might have an arthritic leg, but I can still get it up. Yeah. Shit, all I need a little tube of Ben Gay on that kneecap, baby. I get it working.
Y'all noticed after she got found, a Bread Gang member got killed. I'm lost on that one. There's a lot going on in the chat.
And for the record, I don't smell like mothballs, honey. I smell like Yves Saint Laurent. Okay.
I know that.
Libre.
I
Yves
know
Saint
that's
Laurent
her
Libre.
expensive perfume. Okay.
Yes, I stay fresh to death, baby. Shit, at least I don't smell like meth and loud and lean.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
There
Pam, girl, rub a little Bengay on
uh-huh.
that kneecap. I'm good to go. Yes.
Daryl said, uh-huh, in my dog voice. Dog, that was the, I'm telling you, dog said, uh-huh.
Hey, I used to like me go, hey. Yeah, Bubba. Yeah, thank you, Bubba. Because Daddy O wasn't hurting for no cash. I don't know where people getting that from. That Daddy O helped set him up. He the one helped fund Dolph's career. That man is not hurting for no cash. He had
Oh
no
Lord,
reason to
that's
hurt.
dog.
Yeah, he had no reason to hurt Dolph.
B Dog, I'm trying to think if B Dog is the person that used to come in. I don't know. I'm not sure, so I'm not gonna put it on B Dog. But I one of them dogs is Big Stepper. He had a. I don't know if it was B Dog or what. I don't know though.
Yeah. Deborah, you say Fizzle can't wouldn't be able to handle you, huh? Girl, I know that's right. Give him some of that old style cougar loving. Yeah, round. Round. No, girl, on real talk, about if I was about 25 years younger, yeah, but I'm too old to be chasing behind young man. I don't care how famous and how much money they got, I'm too old for all that foolishness, honey. I have to sit down and go get me old Paw that's on retirement. Dolph was making more money than Daddy Yo. No, Betty, I don't think so, Betty. Daddy O and his own got his own thing going on behind the scenes. And people don't know what Daddy O pockets looking like because he not on out in the public eye like that. You know what I mean? But he got his own thing going on. Believe that.
Right.
Deborah said Fizzle got too many children. Shoot, Fizzle trying to leave him a legacy here. He want to make sure he got him a whole team to carry on his name. And hey, if he got the money to take care of all of them, he say he take care of all his kids. I believe him too.
I believe Daddy O missed off. And yeah, that night when Stray Drop after Dolph was taken out, you heard Bobby, a CEO Bobby said too. Rest in peace to young Dolph. Well, he said long live Dolph. Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Trolling. Oh, they were so jealous. Now them folks on their ass. I wonder what they gonna do.
And Daddy O was down there with Mia J and all the pre-artists with Deion Sanders a couple of weeks ago. They showed Daddy O down there with them.
Yeah, people don't really know whether Dolph was making more money than Daddy or not. They seem to have uh, been in business together. You know what I mean? Daddy O had money before Dolph. We don't know.
Yeah.
If he actually helped Dolph, made investments on Dolph, I'm sure he got his investments with tax on it, and we don't know how many businesses they didn't own together that we don't know about. So we don't know that. I'm sure Daddy O Bank and Daddy O ain't hurting for no money.
See, Daddy O is what I call. He took a page out the OG's book. Daddy O is not a social media person. You know what I'm saying? He moved like a real OG. He ain't with all the social media crap. He behind the scenes and he do his thing behind the scenes. So I can respect that.
Oh yeah, Woo, Paper Route Woo had a birthday. Shout out to Paper Route Woo.
Happy
Happy birthday
birthday,
to
Woo
Woo.
Woo.
As
Happy
a matter of fact,
birthday, Woo Woo.
let me pull up Woo Woo's Instagram. Pepper Route Woo real quiet too.
Happy birthday to Woo. Happy birthday to Woo Woo. Happy birthday, dear Woo Woo. Happy birthday to you.
me see. Let me pull Woo up.
Yeah, Dolph said Daddy O was his best friend, and I believe they loved each other. Yeah, real talk, Diane. Absolutely.
I hate when this mouse. I'm glad I bought it. Look at Woo. Who's that on Woo page? Is that Woo and Key Glock? Let me see. I'm trying to pull it up.
He's 6'7". How tall is Woof? 6'7" or something like that.
Hey, he's 6'6" or 6'7".
Mm.
I was looking for his birthday thing. Was that it? I think he had something like an old party or what is a 70s party or something like that.
Oh, did he?
Players ball or something.
Players ball, yeah.
Look
Yeah.
these kids, something else.
Hmm. But they doing what they supposed to do. Enjoy life. Life
Absolutely.
shouldn't have to be about dodging bags on your head and all this foolishness. It's like, cut it out and let these young people enjoy their life and enjoy making money and, doing things that they ordinarily wouldn't be able to do.
Y'all make
Yeah.
sure y'all said not real street niggas, boys in the hood. Then they say first it dropped on September 16th. I don't know if Rest in Peace Young Dog said it was pushed back or what.
He said you got to go to Snoop Page. Rest in peace, Young Dog said you got to go to Snoop Page. Yeah, let them live their life and shoot. Should nobody have to be coming out their house and getting up every day of their life looking over their shoulder and being on guard. I just don't understand. Uh, I just don't understand how that works. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to live my life like that. All because you got people after you because they jealous of you.
Okay.
But I know who is probably looking over their shoulders. These ones that ain't that had the feds come and knock on their door yet. They looking over their shoulder daily, wondering when that knock on the door gonna happen. Hell, I wouldn't want to live like that either. The kid said Sloppy Joe got no kids. He's shooting hamburger meat. Nakia, you on a roll tonight. Mm-mm-mm. You reminded me of Monica J's comments. Yeah. So one thing's for sure, what you put into the universe comes back to you eventually.
Absolutely. 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 And it's sad though that people think that they could take a life and then have the nerve to be mad at people for telling on them. They feel why they have to tell on me. You took somebody's life.
Well, that's why they invented the no snitching code so that they can get away with doing all this BS out here. You can't shame me with snitching because I see you doing something. I'm like a Charleston White. I'm calling po-pos on you, and you can take that to the bank. Yeah, Neo, can you woo woo woo? Can you woo 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 woo? That's Woo Woo's theme song. That's what will make that his theme song. Snoop got 3 tapes on the way. Okay, Snoop. You're gonna be working out to some new Snoop stuff, Tam, some new Snoop songs. Rest in peace, Young Dog. Say you got 3 new tapes on the way.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
In the gym. I can hear somebody now. Why she over there promoting them on her page? She's supposed to do what I say do.
Because we can. Yeah, run Pre up, run Snoop up, run Woo up, run all of them up. Yeah, we're going to run them till the wheels fall off. I hope they putting they bag to the side so that they can invest in other stuff and you know, make other moves too. You don't have to keep rapping all the time. You know, you can make some other moves. So I hope they getting some other deals together. Didn't Glock just sign a deal, Tam?
Oh, with Madden, right?
Madden? Okay.
With the game.
Yeah. Because
Mm.
everybody wants to say it was Empire, and I laughed at that one. I was like, wow, why is it every time somebody say they sign a deal, it's got to be something to do with the music industry? He signed something totally different.
Thank you,
Is
Miss
it-
Diane. I love y'all too. Salute Tim. Yeah, he signed with Madden and he's doing his thing too. You know, he's on the football game, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm very proud of them, proud of him. I'm proud of all of them. I want to see them go far. You know, why do you think though, even people see what happened to Young Dolph, why do you think people, you know, are still not satisfied? They're trying to even stop his artists from making money.
Oh, honey, it's destruction, destruction. They want to see everything crumble and everything fall, and um, they want to have them extinct. You know what I mean? They want to make Pre go extinct. But see, I think it's just making Pre go harder. Okay, because for every two or three idiots that want you out the way, they have a whole fan base that want to see them keep going, which makes the trolls irrelevant. It really does in my eyes. You know, so if everybody is trolling them and trying to blackball them, it's not going to work because they're not going to be free long enough. They're going to be watching their come up and their success from a jail cell soon. So they can keep trolling and doing all this stupid stuff all they want to and trying to drop uh, music on the same day and all this stuff. They can do that stuff all they want to. That's not stopping nothing.
Rest in peace, Young Dolph says Jay Fizzle's song that just reached 1 million got took down. They reported that. Wow. Thank you, Miss Pamela, for coming in. Yeah, make sure y'all run Fizzled up. Run him up, run it back up to 1 million. See, that's what I'm talking about. These people feel like, I'm God. Some of these folks already got to pay for what they did to Dolph. They ought to be asking God to get them some grace. Because if they think them folks ain't gonna get their asses, whoever they are, they out of their damn minds.
Why these people keep coming in here talking about I believe Daddy O put the bag up? I mean, precise. Who are you? Because I've never seen you before. They taking turns tonight. I see, but you believe what you want to believe. I don't believe it. So moving right along, and make sure comment irrelevant. So Diane says the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy, but not on God's watch. Pre will win no matter what. Absolutely.
Yeah, Pre will win. Pre is already winning.
Yeah, they already winning.
Every time they see Glock and all of them, consistently going. Let's see, the devil comes in. Jealousy is a sickness, and they are so obsessed with Dolph, Pre, and everything it's moving so fast. Um, let's see, laugh out loud, love it. Dolph helped Glock get his label. That's nothing new. I don't would Dolph want to see them young men make money. People sitting up talking about what if Key Glock go start his own label? Why would we want to stop somebody from expanding?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's the mentality that a lot of our people have. The minute somebody want to start expanding, it's something wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that because they want our people, some of our people always want somebody, feel like somebody is supposed to always be up under them. And I think that's sad and messed up that it's like that within our community.
Hey, Chocolate City. Yeah, ain't nobody supposed to do nothing but kill over and die. That's what they want them to do, just kill over and become drug addicts and get locked up. And, they pray for their downfall. But like you say, Tam, you always say, it's a sad day in Black culture when we sit back and pray for one another's downfall and demise. That's why we can't get ahead nowhere. And that's why these foreigners can come over here and live 22 a studio apartment and bank their money and then turn around and go buy up 50 gas stations and 50 liquor stores and all the property. We the
And they
only
don't be
ones that can't
hating.
come together.
That's how the Asians can come over here and get together and own, they don't be in competition with each other either. Because if they
No,
ain't got something in their store, they'll send you to another damn Asian store.
girl, they're pile into a Hyundai, honey, and ride to them jobs together, work together, come home together, and bank their money. And then the next thing you know, they opening up all kinds of businesses and buying all kinds of property. Yeah, we the only ones that don't want to see each other get ahead. Why I can't be the only one? Why I can't be first? Sound like some big overgrown kids. I was first. So immature. I never seen a bunch of immature adults. Man childs.
Yeah, please hit the like button. I'm trying to see how many likes we got.
That's right, Diane. Dolph wasn't a hater. I noticed in his back-to-back video how he stood back and let Glock do his thing, and then he stepped in and did his. Yeah, he wasn't no hater. Tanya said the hurricane is in Florida, Tampa, Florida. They had to evacuate. It's a mess down there. Yeah, I've been kind of following it, Tanya. Tampa, Florida. Where's the bash gonna be at? Rest in peace, young dog. He said CMG got a bash November 4th. Where's that supposed to be at? Hey, Wimmy.
I thought she was gonna be good tonight.
She's been trying to hold out. She said, I've been patient now. Yeah, prayers for Florida.
And Georgia too, because I think it's hitting Georgia.
Georgia, yeah. Yeah. Tanya, are you in Florida? Yeah, it's definitely free over here, Nakia. Absolutely. Get them out of here. It's free over here. Absolutely. Florida under hurricane watch. We sitting here waiting. Oh God. Memphis Minglewood Hall. So they having it in Memphis. Oh, okay.
Mm.
Well, if they ain't locked up by then, but okay.
Let's hope that Bash is in the jailhouse.
I know, right, George? Jailhouse Rock.
And I think what we have to do is, especially when we see like it's so many people that want like justice for Young Dolph, right? And when we see people trolling, especially when we see if we see other artists, we got to start holding them accountable. If these artists, and I'm not just talking about Dolph, I'm talking about anybody. If these are artists, entertainment in the entertainment industry, and an artist is heinously gunned down, such as Young Dolph, okay, and we see some artists trolling, talking about smoking on a Dolph pack, or all down at making videos, trolling and laughing and mocking his death, we end their career. We, the public, have we have the power to end the careers, especially if we're the ones that's putting money behind these artists. And we are. They depend on us to put money behind them, to buy their stuff, to stream their stuff. If we don't touch a picture of them, they'll be more responsible about what they do. So what they're putting into the atmosphere, when you see Black Youngster trolling and dissing and doing the shit he do, and then we go stream his stuff, that's just like saying it's okay for these people to put this demonic evil stuff out into the atmosphere. We sitting up praising folks that talk about they take the money that we support them with to put bags on mothers and fathers in our community. Black Youngster say all you got to say is F him. I get you gone just for saying F me. He really think he God. He really think he God. So people like that, we ain't got no business supporting. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's somebody that it, it's gonna take God or the feds. Either way it go, it ain't gonna be nothing nice. Those two, his money can't do nothing with anyways. But it's a damn shame for Black Youngster to come out of the neighborhood. And I know the damn neighborhood he came out of. I know how that area is. I know how impoverished that area is. It's one of the poorest. Nigga, you can't get your money and be civilized.
Nope.
Okay. And so it's like he is rewarded because somebody got a battery in his back. It seems to me this is the only way that he is rewarded. Black Youngster ain't got the only answer to whoever he got the answer to, but he definitely gonna answer to God, if nothing else, for that video. Okay, he definitely got an answer for that. He got an answer for a lot of what he has done, and I think he knows that. Okay, it's too much. It's too many people suffering for Black Youngster to be sitting up, going into the lab, putting out demonic stuff, trolling a dead man, insinuating that he has had something to do with it. But we, the people, buy it. And then talking about we want justice for Dolph. Whatever happened to having some type of dignity and integrity and respect and saying, no, we're not supporting nobody like him? If they're going to be putting that into the atmosphere, as a matter of fact, if we, the way we stop it is because Gotti could have been put a lid on this shit. We don't support Gotti. Then we know Gotti gonna make Black Youngster and whoever else that ain't got no couth on that label have some act right. It's one thing when you going back and forth with somebody, men arguing shit all the time, when something wrong with them, because most men don't have time to be arguing. They sure ain't got time to be picking on women and picking at women. That's a down low bitch anyways, okay? But when they no, I didn't get it, Jeff Lee. I'm gonna have to check that email. So if Black Youngster is trolling, or any of his artists are trolling the dead, and then the person ain't saying nothing, that means that they are in agreement with it. They're probably the ones that's putting them up to do it. So if we don't support anybody on that label, that makes the label head make their artists get some act right. Okay? Because see, once you keep supporting them and they amass enough wealth or whatever they think they got, they'll say, we don't give a damn about the community that helped to make us anyways. And they don't. Look at what they put into the atmosphere. It's a damn shame. They think they could just kill a man and get away with it. Or put a hit on somebody. I'm just talking about anybody.
Yeah. You see rest in peace, Young Dolph statement just now.
Yeah, I remember. I saw that. And that has been scrubbed off of the internet.
Wow.
I did see that on the internet. Nobody can find it anymore. Rest in peace, Young Dolph said early on Black Youngster snippet got leaked. He said I put 50,000 on Dolph just for playing with me, but it got washed off the net. It absolutely did. It got washed off the net. I saw.
Mm. Love you too, Nakia. Thank you. That's crazy, Tim. I didn't notice. See, I don't follow all these other platforms. I'm not on them. You know what I mean? But that don't mean the feds can't find it.
So my thing is, these record heads have to be held accountable. It's one thing when you got people on your, dudes on your label, they might exchange words with each other because of the testosterone, but then they go on with life. They might put it in a song, but it's already understood. Look here, y'all going back and forth with each other. You putting it in a song, you making money off of it. It never goes past the booth. I'm telling you, you better let your crew know. Okay? Because I can't have that on my label or that around me. And then that record head need to get some type of understanding. All these record heads need to get understanding with their dudes. But instead, I don't know. I think a lot of them encourage them to have beef and to go and kill people. Okay? So it's either way, it's sad. Y'all know they bought Dolph Memorial to Castelia. They brought Dolph. Okay. I didn't know. Well, no, I didn't know that. Moneybag has some good chips, but I don't buy them anymore. Lord have mercy. Yeah, y'all don't go hunt nobody down like a dog. I just sent it again. It has to do with that.
All right, Tim, I'm gonna drop down and let you finish your commentary, okay?
Okay, all right.
Okay. Good night, everybody. I'll be
Thanks
in
for
the chat.
coming up.
Okay, huh?
I tell you, y'all, I think we've had a good time on here tonight. The subject was who put the bag on Dolph's head and why would they want him gone. I really just wanted to give everybody the opportunity to to just put into the atmosphere what they thought. The police has not said who put the bag on Dolph's head, so we don't know who put the bag on his head. Okay. In my heart of hearts, I believe the police know who put the bag on their head. The police know everything. There's nothing that we could say. Okay, there's nothing that we could say on here that the police don't already know. They got more evidence than we could ever even think of, right? So us being on here to the spectators ain't gonna change a damn thing. If they looking at you, you already are sitting ducking. They already got the evidence. They're just waiting to arrest your ass. Okay. So there's nothing on here that could ever change that. And there's nothing on social media that could ever change that. I think that we have to start being more careful about what we do. There's no need to just go and heinously kill anybody. I just wonder though, the people that was involved in taking young Dolph out, has it made their lives any better? I wonder, has it made their lives any better? Do they feel like they got the respect or the fear that they wanted to incite? Has it made their lives better? Because I know it's got to be a weight on your shoulder to be looking over your shoulder every damn minute. You know what I mean? Wondering when them folks gonna tie their case up and come and flip your asses and take you on. Okay. And I wouldn't give a damn what kind of high price lawyer you got if you or you get a lawyer will get your money. That's what they there for. Okay. That's what they do. And you're gonna still lose the case. But aside from all of that, I just think it's a damn shame that we sitting up taking each other out like that only because the man was successful. A person can say whatever they want to say. Hell, as long as they ain't doing nothing to you, they can say whatever, they want to say. If they felt like Dolph was slandering them or something like that, they had enough money to take it to court. If not, get back on a diss track and diss Dolph. I feel like with men, especially in the history of rap, that is how it has always been. Okay, that's just how it is. You know, Dezo says, Yo Gotti and Black did it. I don't disagree with you. And but I think that it's a shame that it has come to this. You know, not only do these dudes that put the bag on top of folks' head, not only do they destroy a family when they taking a father out, okay? They destroy when they go into the hoods and get these young dudes. Straight Drop's life is destroyed. And I know he helped to destroy his own life. Look at me, Remy. Sit, 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 sit. But, like I always say, Straight Drop is not a bad looking young man. He could have been marketed, you know what I mean, to the young ladies his age. He had a little, he could have grown a little fan base. But people go, well, he was a hitter. I don't really know what he was, but I do know what he had was around him. What he had was a bunch of nappy neck, old, crusty, cuckabug head Negroes that finessed him and had him to, and he made his own decision. But they encouraged him to go and do something to mess his life up. What did they think that they was proving by paying to have this man taken out? Now these niggas got to gonna have to go away from their own damn kids because they going. These people are not, and they ain't got a damn thing to do with me. They ought to be glad I'm telling their asses, whoever they are. It ain't got a damn thing to do with me or no other vlogger on here. Y'all was the ones that wanted to pay to have that boy taken out. Now y'all got to take y'all asses away from y'all kids for the rest of your life when the feds come and get you, because they coming. But at least your kids can come and see you. Those children have to go to the damn grave. And for what? You still ain't gonna have what you have. I don't know if God had anything to do with this, but it don't look good. But if God had anything to do with this, and I'll say allegedly, God, you won't have what you have in 5 years. God gonna make sure you don't have if you ain't dead. And I put that into the atmosphere, okay? And I'm not wishing death on nobody. But God says when I get them back for what they did to you, you're gonna see me get them back. No retaliatory murders or anything could ever compare Black Youngster, Big Jook, whoever was involved. No retaliatory murders could ever compare to what God has in store for those that did that to Dolph. That's something they can't escape, and they will wish that the op got at them when God finished with them. That ass whooping they don't even want. Okay? But instead of being on here trolling, they ought to be, whoever it was, and I'm not saying they was involved, it ain't my job to say that. Whoever it was, they ought to be asking for some damn grace. The Bible says you have to reap what you sow, so you gonna go through it because you got to get it back. It ain't nothing that could ever stop that. You gonna pay for what you did to Dolph. Okay, and I know some people are mentally sick. Ain't no telling what kind of drugs they on. They feel like I'm just gonna be a gangster till they come and get me halfway, thinking they ain't coming, but they are. Okay, or halfway hoping that they don't come. How could you put a hit on somebody and then be scared that the folks gonna come and get you and take you to jail for the rest of your life? You made a conscious decision because of your jealousy or whatever your disdain was to decide to spend the rest of your life away from your family and children, because those are the consequences of setting somebody up and taking them out. And I don't give a damn about who it is, whoever it is. I'm not accusing nobody. It ain't my job to. But it's a damn shame before God how emotionally messed up a lot of these damn men are. God blesses them to make a certain amount of money, and all they know to do is take that money that God blessed them with and destroy other people's families because they feelings hurt. What kind of damn shit is that? They want to incite fear. I'm a hit man. You play with me, I got you. Nigga, you ain't shit. Okay, you pitiful. You a failure to your damn kids. I don't care how much money you have amassed, you a damn failure. Because anytime you can amass wealth and then you put it all on the line, okay, because you mad at somebody and you pay somebody to go take them out, and y'all think them folks ain't gonna get y'all asses, whoever it was. Okay, we don't need people like that in our community. And I think it's just so sad how messed up our community is. You see that even you see that within our community. People will go after you when they are threatened by you. You got men that are threatened by women and they come at them. Look at how they do on here. Absolutely threatened. I've never in my life seen some men act like I see some of these men act on here. It is absolutely pathetic. One of my cousins was looking at something the other day and said, that's just bitch made. Don't no niggas do that. Cut from a different kind of cloth. Everybody's feelings hurt. And their feelings really ain't hurt. It's just the underlying issue is jealousy. If I can't control you and I can't stop you, I'm going to take you up out of here. That is why they had an urgency to take young Dolph out of here, whoever it was. Okay? They had an urgency to take him out of here because young Dolph said it himself. They hate me because of my success. They hate me because of how I am. That's why they hate me. They want to kill me. And he was not lying. They ought to be ashamed of their damn selves. And they want to get their asses on YouTube and on social media talking about I'm the father of the damn year. Nigga, you through. You a failure. You a failure to your community. Anytime you putting bags on top of people's head, you a failure to your own damn mom and daddy. I'd be ashamed of you if your woman ought to be ashamed of you because you allowed your emotions to get the best of you and your jealousy where you took another man from his children just because you thought it was going to make you shine brighter and make people fear you more. And the feds saying, we don't fear you motherfuckers, you going to jail. That's what the Fed's saying. And because God stepped in immediately, he fixed it where, like Chief David said, it's been fast going. We get so much damn information that don't make no sense. And as my friend told me, baby, we ain't ran into a damn dead end yet. Okay? Because people are tired of folks taking out their family members and destroying the Black community just because they think they can and then want somebody to go buy their damn album. Okay? They want us to continuously fund them, to fund the terrorists, the terror. They are terrorists, and they want us to continuously fund them. Okay? And I think it's a shame before God. You know, I put that cover up there on Young Dolph. That's one of his album covers that you see on the front of here where it says Bulletproof. And God led me to put that there when I saw it because I was ready to put something else and I kept going back to it. And I was like, no, I'm going to put that because he looked so handsome. He looked like a businessman. He looked confident. I've always liked that cover. Okay. I've always liked that cover. And, you know, I know a lot of people that looked at it, a lot of simps that had something to do with it, look at that cover and say, he ain't bulletproof, he dead. No, he really is bulletproof. Because they thought that they had really assassinated him. They frustrated because they assassinated his physical, but they haven't been able to assassinate his spiritual. Okay? And it's driving them crazy. That's the reason why they're trying to kill Priol. They're trying to do everything they can like they God to try to kill off anything about him, and they ain't been able to do it. He really is bulletproof. God says, when I get them back for what they did to Dolph, or to you, or to me, you're going to see me get them back. And so that's why you got the FBI out there spinning on their asses, and the DEA and whoever, whatever other federal entity that's out there spinning on them, that's lining them up. God gonna let us see them. That God gonna allow us to see them get them back for what they did. You have to reap what you sow. And so I look at him as being bulletproof for real. Because look at all the gems he left behind. Look at all he has left behind. People are still able to even eat. Look at how, when he always wanted to give, he wanted people to eat. It's people that ain't never had a fucking thing that then jump their ass on YouTube and making more money than they could have ever made in their whole life off of just talking about Dolph. They eating off of him. That's why I say do him right. Tell it right. You always been a lot of these folks on here, you always been a damn failure. Okay? But Dolph has given some people some life. Okay? Do them right. Don't make up lies. Tell the truth. Okay? Dolph done put some folks on. You ain't never been shit. But Dolph done put you on. Do it right. Take it and run with it and do right. He done gave you a chance. He's still allowing people to eat. Okay? He's still allowing people to eat. Okay? Rest in peace, Young Dolph says, is people homeless? Because Dolph dead. That's why Fizzle Glock, all them doing the Christmas giveaways this year. Well, I'm so glad that they are. I hate that. And that's another thing. Dolph had people that, Dolph had people that he took care of, that worked around him. Okay? And he was saying there's people that's homeless now because he's gone. But this is what the enemy wanted. See, the enemy, when people say, well, they winning, whoever did this to Dolph, they winning, they ain't winning. God lets the enemy, God has to make it look like they are winning. Because in the end, we gonna know he gonna get all the glory. When folks ain't winning, ain't nothing. You ain't, anytime you take a human life for nothing just because you was in your damn feelings, you ain't won shit. And then you got the folks looking at you, and the thing they know, whether they get them today, tomorrow, next year, or the year after, they know damn well that they coming to get them one day. Okay? They coming to get them one day. If they was involved, because we don't know who was all involved, but I just get this feeling, y'all, that they know who all was involved. I could feel it in my soul. The Spirit of God tells me they know exactly what happened and who it was. They just got to tie up everything because they ain't going home once they get them. And I think that's exactly how it should be. You don't go and take people out. You got men getting into other men beef. That's my hitter. How many kids you got, nigga? 7. You a damn hitman, fool? You a fucking hitman? Yeah, I'm here hitter. That my dog. I grew up with him. What about your kids? I protect my dog. Ain't got no damn teeth in your damn mouth. Face and stuff scarred all up. Bumps and knots all over your damn face. He won't even send you to a fucking dermatologist. And you talking about you somebody's damn y'all something else. You talking about you somebody's damn hitter. Okay? And it pisses me off. Y'all crazy. And it pisses me off. Cause y'all know I be going in. y'all know y'all know I be going in on them. They talking about they somebody's damn hitter. Got pimples and knots and shit all in your damn face. Bare mouth, bare teeth rotting out. He got millions of dollars, ain't giving you shit, and you got 7 kids at home, and you doing dirt for another man that's gonna get you either killed or taken away from your damn kids. Just because somebody got some money. Okay? It's a damn shame. You on crack. You cracked out. You a junkie. If your friend cared anything about you, he be trying to get you to a damn rehab. Instead, he wants you to stay a damn junkie and cracked out so you can go do his hits. It's a damn shame. One thing for sure, if a person cares something about you, okay, they're going to do whatever is necessary to make sure you win. Then you got cuckabug head Negroes that's got families, that's got women. Hell, they wouldn't even do that for their damn mama. Excuse me, y'all. They wouldn't even do that for their mama. Man, I sure did love moms. I hate mom's dead. She used to buy my shoes. And you 36 years old. But you breaking your back to go and do illegal stuff for another man just because you feel like he got some damn money. You don't even protect your woman like you protecting these men. It's a damn shame before God. Your woman having to provide and protect herself and your children. I try to leave my kids something you ain't got a pot to piss in. And whoever it is that you around got you doing all they dirt and they making sure you ain't got a damn pot to piss in. It's Miss Diane, y'all making me laugh. It just makes me mad as hell. O says, let me see. I missed that comment. What did O? I'm looking for that guy name that started with the O. Did he delete the comment? Oh, he says, Big Juke paid that hit. Everybody in South Memphis know that. It's not a conspiracy nowhere, but on the internet, the streets know who behind that. One thing for sure, he know he got the ride if he did it. Because I got a feeling that the the FBI know who all behind that. If he did it, he know he wrong. And you know what's so funny? I was looking at Big Juke's because after I started hearing everybody say that, I went over to Big Juke's page. Clarinetta says there are men out there. I'm telling you, let me tell you something. These men treating these men better than they treating these women. They leaving a woman and their children to fend for themselves because they out here doing dirt for these men. That's my dog. Don't give a damn about the woman. How in the hell you gonna go and do dirt for some man and leave your woman and your children out here with nothing? I get money, nigga. You ain't even got teeth in your damn rotten ass mouth. So we already know you ain't getting no damn money. They sitting up talking about what they do. We eat at the finest restaurant. How in the hell you gonna eat at the finest restaurants, nigga? You ain't even got no damn teeth in your mouth to chew the food. They glad somebody taking them to a damn fine restaurant because they tagging along. They buttering them up to do their damn dirty work. Okay? And talking about they getting money. It's a damn shame before God. My baby mama ain't no good nigga. Your kids wouldn't eat if she wasn't feeding them. It's a damn shame. Because she's sitting up telling you I'm taking care of your kids. You out here talking about you some damn shade tree hitman for somebody. Putting the damn man before you put your women and your children. Then you have to take your ass. I lay down for my dog. You ain't even feed your damn kids and you laying down for another man. Where my fan at? It's hot. It just don't make no sense. Rest in peace, Young Dog says, y'all saw Grove Dirty Glove interview. He said Juke got mad. He got in Dolph Major video. And that's what I can't understand. You know, what is Juke pissing and moaning about? Don't need to get me started. Because I was getting, it's a shame. It don't make no damn sense. It don't make no sense. Nakia Lee says, like I said, we got Sloppy Joes doing hits, Tam. Absolutely. Fun boys on the right. Yes, they are. They prefer a man any day. These men do stuff for these other men that they would not even do for their mamas. They sitting up talking about they crying they mama dead because she can't take care of him no more. Selfish, don't give a damn. Somebody break into their mama house and do something. Somebody broke into mom's house. Ain't got another damn word to say. Mama, when you gonna cook me a meal? Ain't shit. A lot of them just ain't shit. Mom's house got broke into. I be glad when moms get out the hospital so she could cook me a hot meal. Okay? Don't give a damn about their mamas. Okay, but as soon as one of them dudes that they think got some money called them, talk about somebody, I need you to do a hit for me. You ain't shit. You don't even own a gun. Bro got me a gun. Okay, you get up out of your bed like exorcist tweaking. Bro said somebody said something to him wrong. And you talking about you out there trying to do a damn hit. You don't even do that when somebody do something to your kids. But you talking about you a damn hitman for another damn man. I lay down for my bruh, but you can't get your ass out there and get a job to take care of your kids. Okay? Tweaking. Legs and stuff popping. Because all the crack you do, you running trying to be somebody's damn hitman. It's a damn shame. Okay? It's a damn shame. And Nakia says, like I said, we got Sloppy Joes doing hits, Tam. Show do. They sitting up talking about we helping the hood. They sitting up talking about we helping the hood. He said Moneybag and Big Juke are the ones responsible, period. Juke paid the fee. Brett Gang set up the play. Trulia sent the blitz. Everybody in South Memphis and Whitehaven know this. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna be honest about it. And I have to say allegedly, because I don't know anything about this Dolph's case like that, because I don't know everything because people being real quiet, and that's the way it should be. I've always felt like some kind of way Moneybag Yo was involved. I kept saying how they keep missing him. I just don't know how he was involved. Okay, I just know that he wasn't sitting up in Florida with the rest of them for nothing. Okay, how in the hell could they go party and know somebody had taken their boy out like that? How could they do that? Damn, all of them if they was involved. Then they got the damn nerve to be sitting up talking about they the father of the year. Gotti ass talked too damn much when he was throwing out them damn subliminals talking about we the last one standing. The FBI already know Gotti that was a subliminal. We won, nigga. So they allegedly Juke is the one that always take your time. If you was involved in this, you gonna ride. Because that's just too evil on so many levels. And I have to say allegedly. Juke ain't gonna be able to take your time. Okay? He gonna have to do his own and you gonna have to do yours. It's a damn shame how barbaric our community is. It don't make no damn sense. Okay? Gummy trying to eat his steak, man. Lil Boosie sent a footage on YouTube shaking my damn head. I'm telling y'all the dead honest truth. God himself knows this is facts. The evidence is in the world's face. I'm gonna just say this. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I don't doubt you. But the thing about it is, the Memphis police investigators and the FBI are partnered. Whatever has happened, they know exactly what happened. They know exactly what happened. So it ain't nothing, I don't not believe you at all. Whoever they working with, they got whoever the witnesses are that they got, and I don't know who they are. They have gave them everything that happened. Okay. Yeah, how many likes do we have? Let's see how many likes we got. But y'all, Young Dolph is immortal. He is. Y'all get the likes up. Please hit the like button. Come on, y'all. Please hit the like button. Get the likes up. When people are used to other people doing their dirt and their time for them, they don't have no issues with sending hits. Okay? They don't have no issues with it. But the FBI said every man is for themselves this time. And these rappers gonna fanny handling them in Atlanta. And there's some folks handling this shit in Memphis. They're not gonna be able to just come and kill somebody and get away with it. That's evil. I've never seen the like before. I've never seen the like before. And then mad because they want to troll about it. They feel like they're supposed to. Why can't we troll? Sick. Absolutely sick, y'all. Dropping Cornelius might as well prefer sausages. Yes, y'all, please hit the like button. How I know is because Bread Gang tried to kill me. I grew up in Kingsgate. They killed Dolph. Wow. Wow. Mm. Well, the insurance guy said Black Youngster told him, man, I didn't do it. If he didn't do it, he better get wise because it was meant for him to take the fall. So that's gonna be interesting. You know, one thing that makes me happy is that they already know what has happened. They just working their case. That's the only thing that makes me happy about it. So if they, whoever was out there on that lot, they better get ready. If they asses if they asses don't want to do 30 to 60 years and they know that they didn't pull that trigger and they just had their asses out there, I guess, for moral support, they better decide on whose life is more important, theirs or whoever they was out there for. You know, that's what they better decide on. It's a damn shame to be 20 some years old and have to take your ass to jail for 50 years for a nigga that'll be dead, live his life and be dead by the time you get out of old age. All because you sitting up talking about I'm repping for a dog that never gave a damn about you. If he did, he never would have sent you on them damn dummy missions. Okay? And that's what these young dudes don't understand. But I always said, I felt like Moneybag Yo went up under the radar. And I ain't saying that he did anything. I'm just saying he never passed the smell test to me. And apparently he ain't to the feds either. I mean, that's just something that was in the atmosphere that I heard. Okay. All right, you guys, we've been on here for 3 hours. Okay, we've been on here for 3 hours. Everything that we said was allegedly. Ha. Okay. We wait for the police to arrest. Youngster played a part too. His brother was killed by Big Moochie. His brother was shot 3 times, twice in the chest and in the head. It was on the news. Then Dolph bragged in a song. Beat it. What? I don't know. I never heard that now. That I never heard. Wow. I've never heard that. Whew. It do something to me when I hear this stuff. These folks is sick. Uh Hold on, y'all. Wow. Oh Lord. Whew. Child. Y'all, please hit the like button. Rest in peace, Young Dolph. I just responded. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to wait before I get out to make sure we cover everything. I wanted to make sure that you know, we left in ending it with who we thought, you know, who we thought or who you all think put the bag on top of Dolph's heads. Now there has been a lot of different um people that has been suspected of doing it. I believe that the police know who it was. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna check my email. Oh Lord. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. They're saying that they can't hear me. If y'all can hear me, say yes. I know it takes a minute for y'all to respond in the chat. Okay, they're saying yes. It's crazy you have more people than likes. Shaking my head. Yes, why? I have more people on here than likes. Okay, she's saying yes, I can. Lord have mercy, y'all. And what I'll say is, I would whoever was involved, and I know we get on here and we express what we think and what we think is allegedly. We don't know who was involved. Whoever was involved, we are praying, you know, that there is a speedy. We pray that there is a speedy, okay? There is speedy justice for whoever did this, whoever was involved. It was a heinous crime in nature. And if somebody could kill a man or put a bag on top of a man's head that and feel nothing about it, then they don't deserve to walk. Rest in peace, Young Dawson. Wait a minute, what they talk about in the chat? Rest in peace, Young Dawson says, because I be missing a lot. Of, my chat be moving so fast because I be in other screens and stuff. And rest in peace, Young Dawg says, he said Wu was robbed by D Money. Only part he missed, Straight Drop was with them, and Wu shot at Straight Drop. Wow. Who said that um that ox, I don't know, I can't pronounce that. He said Dolph dead because truly robbed pre-Wu. He was robbed by D Money. So Wu and Big Unc killed D Money. Then Dolph signed them both. Wow. Mm. Mm. Oh, Lord have mercy. He deleted it, but whoever that is got to be from Memphis. And Miss T, everything is coming out. Yeah. Um, Straight Drop was with them. Pre-Wu was once. Truly a two. They tried to extort Wu, and Wu wasn't having it, so they robbed him. Wu Nim knew who did it, and they killed them. Oh Lord. Ooh, child. Some of this stuff is enough to. Oh Lord, have mercy. Say, y'all, we got to go to. I'm going to Wednesday. I'm going to Wednesday noon prayer over at the church. Cause this killing got to stop. I'm serious. I'm going to Wednesday to noon prayer over at the church tomorrow. His mom didn't like Dolph after that. They can't kill Dolph. He's still here stepping. Absolutely, Nakia. Wow. The Democrat said I just got off work. Okay. Y'all please hit the like button. Miss Diane said, pick her up. Miss Diane, are you in the Memphis, Mississippi area? I pick you. I'm going to the church. I'm serious. There's noonday prayer at the church. I'm going down there to the altar. Cause see, somebody gonna have to pray that that death spirit out of Memphis. It really hurts my heart to think that these kids are and these kids are taking each other out. And also, it makes me even madder to know that these old dudes, that's the reason why I be so damn hard on Gotti and Juke them asses. Because they asses too damn old, allegedly. If they involved in this shit, sending these kids out, they ought to be ashamed of their damn selves. How you gonna be old as they are and they came from an era when they know we didn't do shit like that? Hell, we all around the same age. Okay. Whew. Lord have mercy. See, I didn't even know all this stuff was going on out there. No wonder the police is up underground. Whew, child. They got a lot that they got. They got their hands full. Mm. I see why my little polar friend be stressed out. Yes, I need it after all these diamonds. I'm shook. I'm telling you, I'm going to noonday prayer tomorrow because that spirit has got to be prayed out of the atmosphere. And I'm serious. We all need, yes, we do. And I'm serious. This stuff is sick. Lord have mercy. Somebody got to teach these young adults that they cannot just be doing this. And these old niggas, I'm telling you now, I know they had their asses on my live. I don't give a damn about them getting mad. God is going to get them for sending these kids out and offering them money to go do his. God going to get your asses and drag you cat raggedy. Okay? And I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. And I'm going to the altar tomorrow and I'm putting all of this on the altar. And all of you old heads, all you supposed to be OGs that's got your maggot asses up on my live tonight in the damn bushes. And y'all know y'all sending these kids out. I'm going to the altar tomorrow and I'm serious. I'm going to noonday prayer. And God gonna get that maggot asses. Ain't no damn good, period. Basically, Pre got into it with Trulia once Glock and Wu stopped messing with Trulia. Trulia has ties with CMG and BGE. So that's why Juke used Trulia to do the hit. If anybody hated Dolph, it was Juke. Oh, Lord. Old, broke down, and ignorant. Yeah, Dolph used to take care of Juke. They can get mad all they want. They just better leave your video be. Yes. Oh, Lord. You know, it's a damn shame because, I be looking at, I've seen some of these men with their children. And their kids love them. And they've allowed their emotions to put them in a position to take them away from their families. They family men. And you feel like your money have made you God. I forgot. I was looking at somebody's video. I forgot. I was getting ready to say who it was earlier. My mind all over the damn place right now. But I see how he is with his children. Because I'm telling you, I went lurking. But what I saw was him with his children and some kids. Okay? And it's a damn shame that these men do this. You can't take people away from their children. Okay? You can't do that. I wonder how much better they think their lives are when you got little Trey and Ari and Monica, Mia J and Dolph's family and stuff suffering, especially his children. Why they think that they can be father of the year? It ain't right. And I'm being serious. It just ain't nothing that is right about that. It never will be. Okay? He said, tell Juke and Teasy stop hiding. Cornelius innocent. It was Teasy ran down on May May. Rest in peace, young Dolph. Wow, somebody is mad and they spilling the beans. I don't know if that was Teasy out there. I don't know now. I can't believe that was Cornelius. I don't know though. I don't know. Sending prayers for a blood covering to remove any demonic spirit and action in Jesus Christ's name. Absolutely. Y'all, it's going to take us, the wailing women, to start praying. These men are too overly emotional and they don't have no God in their life. How in the hell they could sit up on their damn um lives or on their Instagram and receive awards and stuff like that and thank God, and they've done all of this devilish stuff. God ain't got nothing to do with that, no parts of it. They got all of this bloodshed, all of these families that still hurting. Okay, all of these families that still hurting. It breaks my soul. Like, hell, I don't want all the damn men in jail. Hell, I want me a damn husband. They gonna have their asses in jail and they're gonna be going with other men because they're gonna be there for the rest of their damn life. These kids, they got kids out here. Their kids need them out here to protect them, not to be going in and out of jail or sending folks' fathers to the grave because you're mad at them and jealous of them. It just ain't no coming back from that. So now you got some more children that are getting ready to be hurt because their fathers are getting ready to go away for the rest of their life, and they going away. It ain't nothing I could ever do or say to change that. Y'all ass is going to jail. These folks already got you lined up. There's nothing that any vlogger on here could ever do that could change that. Ain't no damn vlogger put your asses in jail. These folks have been lining y'all up from the beginning. They had witnesses working with them. Y'all know that. That's why y'all was hiring these damn crackhead ass vloggers and shit that y'all was putting up here to try and intimidate witnesses. Okay. And if anything, if I know anything that makes the feds mad, and I ain't talking about all the vloggers. I know somebody goes, ain't no damn crackhead, Tamarone. I ain't talking about everybody. Okay. But if there's anything that I know that make the feds mad, those are a bunch of Negroes that think that they are going to act as a mafia organization, because black folks want to think that they the mob, and they try to incite fear in the community. That pisses the government off. Okay, that pisses the government off. Whew, child, y'all, please hit the like button. I tell you, like, it's really, music is supposed to be a healer, just like water. These folks made music hold on, yeah, I'm trying to read something. Okay. It's got to be some prayer in the atmosphere, and I'm serious. Ain't nobody got no God in their life no more. It was teasy and dropped. Trust and believe. Trulia has been used for murder for hire in the city for years. Everybody knows this. They were perfect to do the hit, and Juke paid that money. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, God. Mm-mm-mm. It might be teasy out there on that lot, Tamara, but I don't know. Look up Brianna Lachey on YouTube and tell me if that's Glock Baby. and I don't believe it is, and he don't claim it. Hold on, let me see. You said Brianna Lachey. Let me see. I'm gonna pull it up. I don't think she's showing the face of the baby. She don't look like it to me. But I don't know. I had never heard that. Oh, okay. I just saw it. She said that's Key Glock baby. It don't look like him to me. Mm, I don't know. Hold on. I don't know. Rest in peace, Young Dolph. Now, I'm getting ready to. I'm just getting ready to show it. He just needs to get a DNA test because I wouldn't be able to tell. She do favor him. Looks can be deceiving though. She do kind of favor him to me. He just gonna need to if that's true. Lord have mercy. Do she look like him to y'all? She said not to her. I don't know. She just need to go and get a blood test. They just killed our little cousin Quint in Atlanta. Oh my. That's Ray Ray Pookies baby. They said that's Ray Ray Pookies baby. I don't know. Yep, and they found his killer. I can't see him as a dad. No, she doesn't, Miss T. Okay, they say she don't look like a. Okay, look like him. Only thing I can say if he touched her, he just needs to go and see. That's the only thing I can say about that. If he know he touched her in any way, if even if he didn't touch her and he just looked at her, he just needs to go ahead and and make sure. He just needs to go ahead and make sure, even if he just looked at her wrong, because these folks will set you up in a heartbeat. I'm trying to help y'all get the truth out. I don't even supposed to be telling y'all this. All right, y'all. We've been on here 3.5 hours. It's time. It's 11:30. I know y'all got to go to work tomorrow. I'm going to a prayer in the morning. I told y'all I'm going to the altar because the city of Memphis got to be prayed for. Somebody got to pray for our younger people, and I'm serious. Like the stuff that I've heard on here tonight got my damn head hurt. Betty Man said his yellow cars are his babies. I want to pray over y'all before y'all get off, though. You know, first of all, I want to thank y'all for getting on my live tonight. I really appreciate you all getting on. It means a lot to me for you all to subscribe to my channel. And we have not accused anyone of anything. Everything that was said is allegedly. We don't know who put the bag on Dolph's head. We leave that for the FBI and for the Memphis Police Department. And from my understanding, they coming along just fine in their investigation. It ain't got nothing to do with no damn blogger, okay? Not unless one of the vloggers is a witness. They was out there and they know what happened, okay? But everything is allegedly, okay? Everything was allegedly. And we just asked God to cover the city of Memphis. I'll say that. And to touch our young people. And I just got to say this because I mentored young people. I used to mentor young men that were teenagers, okay, young adults when they was in juvenile, okay, housed at jailies for doing felonies, okay. And so I just asked God to cover our young adults and ask God to we ask God to cover the city of Memphis and to touch our youth, God. We already know that a lot of them are lost, but I just ask God to send people into their lives to teach them what's right so that we can get back to how we used to be, where these kids had something to live for. Put somebody into their life to teach them that they truly are somebody, because a lot of them don't even know who they are and that they are somebody. And that's why it's so easy for them to take each other's lives, because they don't understand the value of their own life or anybody else's life. I come against that spirit of drugs, because that is what is in the atmosphere that's got so many people acting barbaric. We cast it down in the mighty name of Jesus. We come against it right now, and we ask God to just allow his spirit and send his warring angels over Memphis in the name of Jesus. All of the OGs, God, if you don't give them a change of heart where they're using these young kids, because we know that the younger people are the future. If they won't change their mindset, you destroy them by any means necessary, whether you sending their asses to the grave. Lord, forgive me for cussing in my prayer. You send them to the grave, okay? Because there ain't a man that's supposed to lead. You send them to the grave or you send them to the penitentiary. But we get that infection out of the atmosphere, because it is the younger generation that we depend on to carry on the legacy of our ancestors, and they ain't got nobody teaching them right. So God, I ask that you send them the right people in their lives, and let there be a renewal of the mind, not only in the younger generation but in the older generation. Let there be healing in the Black community, in the atmosphere. God, you said that where 2 or 3 agree, you would be in the midst. I come against that demon of drugs, because that is what has our community in the position that it is in now. And I come against anybody that is bringing it into our communities to destroy the Black men and the Black women. I command that the Black men take their position on the throne as a king, get back in their position, to start leading and protecting their women and children, so that their children can have substance and know exactly who they are and whose they are. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. I just had to put that prayer into the atmosphere because it is too much evil. Now we get on here and we talk crap. We do. We have fun on here. We bounce ideas and stuff off of each other. But there is some evilness in the atmosphere, and we send that death demon that has set up in the Black community back to the pits of hell. They can't have our men. We need our men to shield and protect and lead their families, because that is exactly what they are supposed to be doing. Okay? That's exactly what they're supposed to be doing. I talk bad about them, call them all kinds of cuckabug heads and everything. But the truth of the matter is, it ain't nothing better than them. The enemy has taken over, and they got to get back in their position. The man is supposed to be up under God, and the women and the children are up under them. Everything is out of order. You got the women being the head because they ain't got no other choice. She act like a man. She ain't got no choice because the man has not taken his position. Ain't no woman gonna follow no crackhead. So that's why I come against that demon of drugs. Okay? I come against it. We have to come against that and start praying for these men. You sick if you sending hits because you jealous. If God has blessed you to amass a lot of wealth, you have a responsibility to the community that has helped to make you rich. You absolutely do. And the responsibility ain't sending his back because you jealous or mad or emotional. You ain't ready for it. And so now a lot of them have put themselves in a position where they got to go away from their children. Okay? They got to go away from their children and their women for the rest of their life. These folks are lining them up. I ain't telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know. These people got their case tied up. These folks know what happened. And it ain't got a damn thing to do with a vlog on here because they don't know shit. These folks got their case tied up. They just waiting to indict them. So it's a damn shame that these men are going, and women, going to be taken away from their children. And for what? Dolph can't get up out of that grave. It's a damn shame before God. They sent that man to a grave for nothing. And they steady doing it every day. Don't kill another damn soul. Don't line nobody else up. You ain't doing nothing making it worse for yourself. Because it ain't nothing you could do to stop what's going to happen. They already know what has happened. Tell these crackhead vloggers that y'all have hired to go back up under the rock they came away from up under. As a matter of fact, do them a favor and send them to the rehab. Start repenting. Send these crackheads to the rehab that you got on the internet trolling. Help them out. Do something good. Because what they doing ain't going to change nothing. The FBI and the MPD already know what has happened. But there has to be a renewal of the mind in the Black community. Our people need some repair. And I'm serious. Our people need repair. Our mindset is completely screwed. We taking out brilliant minds because we jealous of them. Everybody that's brilliant is in that grave. How come y'all ain't taking out these folks that's out here raping and killing these kids and stuff? And I ain't telling you to kill, but hell, if you just bloodthirsty, we don't need them. But instead, you taking out brilliant minds that are productive within the Black community because you're jealous of them. It's a damn shame before God what's going on in our community. Y'all, we got to turn back to God. We ain't got no choice. Jesus Christ, it's just too much going on. It's too much going on. Whew, Lord have mercy. That's why I'm going to I ain't been to midday Wednesday Bible study because I've been out on cases. I'm going tomorrow. They be glad I'm going. I got the tithe for the month anyways. whatever church, because it be quite a few of them. Whatever church I go to, I tithes. Okay, for the whole month. Because God blesses me and I have to give back. I give to those churches that I know that puts within the community. It ain't nowhere in the world that I could ask God to help me to take me off of my job and he take me off of my job and bless me abundantly and not give back. That's what I do. That's what we all have to do. We have a responsibility when God blesses us. I have a responsibility to the people within the communities that patronize my business. So I give those money to that money to churches that I know that gives back to the community because I have a responsibility. We have a responsibility to the people that help to put money in our pockets. And it ain't to cause strife and to kill people within our community or no other community. Y'all, we got to stop this stuff. It's got to stop. It don't make me feel good to know that these dudes, some of these dudes that have probably amassed a lot of wealth, they get ready to go because they got to go, but they got to pay for what they did to Dolph. Whoever it was involved. I don't give a damn who it was. I wouldn't care from the highest to the lowest in the middle. I don't give a damn. Whoever it was that was a part of that rotten tree that I keep talking about, that's why I say dig up the root. Whoever was a part of that rotten tree, once the root is dug up, they all gonna fall. Okay? That's why I say get the root of the tree. There has to be a renewal of the mind. Because if these black men don't stop, if somebody don't get a hold to them, it ain't gonna be none of them left. Because they're gonna be taking each other out and for nothing. For nothing. Yeah, what they did to Dolph was wrong. What they did to him was dead wrong, but you have to let the law handle it. Because if you call yourself going to retaliate and you get caught, now you taken away from your children. Okay? You're taken away from your family and your children. Okay? So you have to rethink this stuff. Let the MPD and the FBI do their job. It's against the law to take a life, even if that person took a life from you. It's against the law. Let the FBI and the MPD do their job. And you make sure you do your job, and that is to keep yourself safe, to protect yourself and your family, and to stay out of trouble. And let God get them back. God says, when I get them back for what they did, you're going to see me get them back. Vengeance is mine. It's not for us to think that we can go and retaliate. And even if you're hurting, and I understand when you're hurting, but you have to let the FBI and MPD do their job. What good is it for you to be sitting in jail for the rest of your life? Because you saying that you're going to retaliate or you put yourself in a position to get taken out. Let these folks do their job. If you know what happened, you tell the police. You call Crime Stoppers. They ain't going to even know who you are. Get them the information. You can even get you some money. They'll never know who you are. Let these folks do their job. Don't you know the worst thing that you could do to a person sometimes is send their asses to jail for the rest of their life? Someone want for you to kill them. You ain't hurting them by killing them. Hell, they dead. They'd rather be dead because they such cowards than to go do life. Let the police do their job. A lot these young people got to stop thinking that they can go and retaliate. You putting yourself in danger when you do that. Think about what you're doing to your parents when you go and you commit crimes, and how your mama feel when you get convicted and her child got to be in jail for the rest of his life. That takes a toll on your mama. People got to stop being led by emotions, even though when you hurt. And I know some people do some stuff to make you want to gut them. You flatfoot want to gut them, like Jeffrey Dahmer. Well, I don't know. No, wait, oh, Lord, not him. Wait a minute. Lord, forgive me for that. I ain't mean to say that. Y'all know I'm sleeping. I'm gonna get off here. I scratched that. I did not mean to say anything about Jeffrey Dahmer. Okay, but it makes you want to gut them because they could be so evil. Okay, they could be so evil. They make you want to do something to them. I've worked for the police department. Okay, and I've seen where people have come in and they was just as calm after they had done stuff to kids, molested children, raped babies. Them niggas needed to be gutted. They ain't had no business amongst us. I told y'all I'll never forget because it affected me so bad, and it affected some of the officers many years ago when I was working for MPD. And this girl had a boyfriend, and the boy, she didn't know him but for about 6 months. And the boyfriend, she was working, and she had a 6-month-old baby. And she let the man move up in a house that she barely knew. They was black. And she left her baby there, her 6-month-old baby that was not even none of his, with him. Okay? He's sick. He decides he wants to rape the baby. I couldn't make this up. Anybody that's got little girls know that babies at 6 months old ain't even open down there. So he decides that he wants to penetrate the damn baby, and the baby's 6 months old, and tore the baby up down there because he wants to penetrate a 6-month-old baby. Dirty, nasty bastard. Okay? Tore the baby up, and once he saw he had slit up and tore up, he went to the Walmart and got needle and thread and tried to sew that baby back up. That's what I'm talking about. We sitting up killing brilliant minds, and we letting stuff like that walk around here. A person like that ought to be gutted. I don't give a damn about him. They talking about he mentally ill. I wouldn't give a damn if they tied him up and threw him in the damn lake. But stuff like that is not a threat to the ego. So we let stuff like that walk around. I ain't saying I'm not telling you to go take no life. I can't say that. But we taking out people like Dolph because of jealousy, and we putting brilliant minds who's providing jobs and stuff, and taking them and putting them in the grave, and think we can laugh about it and letting shit like that walk around here under the guise of being crazy. Okay? It's something wrong with that. So that's why I say, when these men put themselves in positions and they do stuff like that, they have children out here. You never know. Your children need you. One thing, everybody ain't perfect, but most men and women love their children. Look at what that man walked into there, a 6-month-old baby. How in the hell he feel like he could do that for a damn to a baby? So a lot of this stuff has to be rethought. Okay? God says vengeance is mine. Let the feds and MPD do their job. I've been saying this, anybody that's thinking about retaliation got to be crazy as hell. With the way these folks is on this case, you're not going to get away with it. It's not worth it. Let God handle them. Because I'm gonna tell you something. These folks, whoever it was that was involved, and we can only speculate. They ain't got to just worry about man. They got to worry about God. They got to answer to God for what they did to Dolph and whoever else they took up out of here just because they was power hungry. That's the real hitter right there, God. Because he says, when I get them back for what they did, you're going to see me get them back. And there's no greater reward than sitting back, letting God do his job, and your hands ain't in it, and you ain't got to worry about that karma on yourself. Okay? All right, y'all. We've been on here almost 4 hours. I'm gonna get off of here, but like I said, I really appreciate y'all getting on. I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me. All of my true subscribers, y'all mean so much to me. All of the new ones that are coming in, you do too. I'm just extremely grateful that people even get on here to hear my commentating. And we can always agree to disagree and keep going. One thing for sure, what makes me feel good about this Dolph's case, I don't even stress about it because I know them folks got that. They got it. They know what has happened and they working it. And all we can do is just sit back and wait for it all to unfold. People want to go digging into stuff, or they want to handle it. No, let MPD them handle it. A lot of stuff we don't even need to know because it can be dangerous to know. We can learn about it. I don't even know everything. We learn about it as it starts to come out. Therefore, everybody learn about it at the same time. But what I can tell you is Dolph gonna get justice. Okay? God says it, and the feds and MPD says it, and I believe it. Okay? All right, you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Like I said, I want y'all to know that I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm telling y'all, I'm going to midday prayer tomorrow because the city of Memphis and the surrounding areas and all the areas got to be prayed over, y'all. We got to return back to God and go back down. We got to go on our knees for the right thing, and that is to pray. Okay? All right? I want y'all to have a good day tomorrow. For those of you all that's getting ready to go to sleep, I ask God to whisper into your ear, revealing the mysteries of his body to you so that you may know what to do, so that he can guide and lead you. For those of you all that's got to go to work tomorrow, I ask God to keep you safe and to go before you so that you can have a good day. Just speak it into existence, okay? I love you guys. Have a good night.